Yeah, I saw that.
I got the
Yeah, Zah
It
said
was
that's
I got the
fire.
vids pulled
bought
up.
me a little Gear
Got
5
the
10.
got the Twitch
I was like, you know what?
and the YouTube live
Fucking
pulled up, y'all.
random shit.
We full
Yeah,
swing.
fuck with that.
All engines
Little
go.
random tidbits.
Fuck with that.
Um,
What,
got a
what
little
we
drink
what,
next
what
to
we
me.
doing here, Coach? What's going on, man?
I got the vids pulled up. Got
Doing
the
some.
Twitch and the YouTube live
Uh,
pulled up, y'all.
okay, yeah.
I'm
Bet.
saying,
Full steam.
Damn, I fuck
All
with
engines
this.
go.
I fuck with the cover too.
Uh, got a little
I
drink
appreciate you,
drink
Zach.
next to me.
No drink. Trying not to pour a
Yeah,
shot right now. Taking shots all night.
you know, a little something.
Oh my gosh,
Uh,
man.
Yeah,
okay, yeah,
I like
bet.
that. I like
Here you go.
Send
Damn,
in the chat,
I
man.
fucked with
that.
this.
Bang,
I
bang,
fucked with
bang,
the
bang.
cover too.
Okay, yeah. Boom.
I
Starting it
told
off.
everybody been talking shit about the cover story. Just wait
All the
for it.
kids are
Y'all
talking
told me to
about
get that
Snake.
read. Just wait for it. I'm telling you.
It's
Cover
crazy
stories always start out
because
boring. It's a cover
going into
story.
this chapter, I wasn't expecting to see
Yeah, I like that.
certain
I like
giants
it.
boxing. I think that's what I did, honestly.
Okay,
I
yeah.
said going
Boom.
into this
Starting it
chapter,
off.
I wasn't expecting to see certain giants boxing.
All the kids attacked
Uh,
by a snake.
going into this
It's
chapter.
crazy. Cause I going into this
So it
chapter,
was,
I wasn't expecting to see certain giants
yeah. I
box
wasn't
as much
expecting
as I
certain things
did.
to happen how you did.
Obviously,
You can say it again.
Um,
I said going into
but
this
they did.
chapter, I wasn't expecting to
What
see
they did.
certain giants boxing.
What was your impression of like the
Going
tone,
into this chapter,
how they started off this
um,
chapter?
Hmm.
Because we really, damn, it
so
just
it
took off.
was,
As soon as we get past this,
yeah. I
that good
wasn't
stuff.
expecting certain things to happen how they did.
I know shit.
Um,
Saul gotta
They
go.
did.
but they did what they did. What was your
Guys,
impression of like the tone, how they started off this chapter? Because we really, it damn it just take
I
off
know
as soon as we get past this
it's
week.
crazy.
We
Mm-hmm.
got good stuff now. Right?
Yeah,
As I said,
Zai's
Saul got
petitioning
to
for
go.
it. What's good, Reese?
Saul could go after he protect them kids. I don't really
Yeah,
care.
'cause
Viz
It
is
don't
nah,
out.
really matter. Saul is Saul, bro. Saul gonna be there. I know Zai wants Saul, but Saul is dying and shit. So if it
Okay,
happens, Zai, it happens.
okay, crazy,
Ain't nothing I banked on,
crazy.
man.
Also,
So
something
I ain't gonna
crazy.
harp on that too
For the
much.
first time in 18
yeah.
years,
I did think that
the
was
I'm
dub is
interesting.
petitioning for
officially
it.
caught
What's
up
What's
good?
good?
with sub
Reed, you read the
in
chapter?
the anime. That shit, yeah,
Viz is
He's
they
out.
not.
did.
Yeah, okay. He read it.
Yeah,
Reed read it. I like
yeah.
this. Reed,
That shit's super
Reed
caught
back
up.
in
Okay,
action. This is what I
Oh
okay,
like
yeah,
to
I'm
see.
just saying.
crazy,
Oh, okay, okay.
crazy. Also,
Not
something
too much
crazy.
been said.
For the first
What's
time in
up?
18
Oh,
years, the dub is officially caught up to the sub
I told
in
you it
the
was
anime.
catching up.
That's what,
Last time we spoke on this, I told you that shit that thing was gonna catch up. They on a 6 month break. They gonna
yeah,
get caught up.
yeah. That shit's super caught up.
Ah,
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm just
few key
saying.
points,
Oh, okay.
a couple things.
okay, I
I'm
got
gonna
you.
just
Um,
say,
I'll try to be light, but I
I
know
did
Coach
like the
trying to go for the
introduction
direct
to a lot of the
breakdown.
teachers.
I still feel like they ain't nothing really for real
Um,
breakdown because this is still another build up chapter. But I could understand there are things that do that should be talked about.
yeah,
you would think
few
so.
key points, a couple things.
You
Hmm.
think so. No, yeah. Reed's right though.
I did like the introduction
Saw
to
this some
a lot of
dope
the
shit.
teachers.
Reread the chapter before Monday. I feel
Um,
the same.
The PE teacher got done dirty. He's supposed to be the toughest one. He's the PE teacher.
you would think so.
What's good, chat?
You would think so.
5 in the chat. Tell us your favorite part
Yeah,
about the chapter
Reed's
so
right
far.
though. Saw this some dope shit. Reread the chapter before Monday. I feel the same.
He ain't read it, Zah. He said he ain't read it yet. He just hanging out type shit. What's good, Xavier? You just tuned in and shit.
What's good, chat?
Listen, man.
5 in
Listen.
the chat. Tell us your favorite
Okay.
part about the chapter so far.
I want to ask a question. I want to skip. Across a couple points. I want to ask a
Here you
question
go.
because this has been a hot topic in the Discord. So we've been debating this for like a few days now. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna hit you with that one. That's the size of the Giants. I ain't gonna
That's
give
a
you the
great
whole
point.
size of the
You
Giants
brought up.
thing. I'm
Okay.
gonna give you this.
Um,
Ragnar, the Hammer,
mm,
Ragnar.
Okay.
Do we
given
think
that this is
that
my first time
they
thinking about
left
it,
moved it by Loki
I'm gonna
because
say
they
they couldn't
couldn't
move it
move it, or they just didn't care to move it? What
because
do you think as far as the hammer
if
goes?
he's the calamity
That's a great point.
that they say he is, that we needed Shanks to put down because we couldn't do it ourselves. We're not just leaving his
Given that this is
basically
my
a whole
first time
weapon
thinking about it,
directly next to him,
I'm
and we got him
gonna say they
C-prismed
couldn't
up.
move it.
We're gonna take some type of precaution.
Oh
Because
yeah, okay,
Yeah.
fair.
And they would
if
go with
he's
the
the
lore.
calamity
So
that they say he is,
yeah,
that we needed Shanks to put down because we couldn't do it ourselves, we're not just leaving
I guess
his
we haven't talked
basing
about that. Yeah,
a
this is
whole
the first time we
weapon
talked about it.
directly next to him, and we got him C-prismed up. We're
So
gonna
you,
take
so you,
some
sh-
type of
Yeah,
precaution.
yeah, so you share my sentiment. That's good.
Yeah,
that.
and they would go with the lore.
Yeah,
So
they couldn't move it.
Milner, yeah.
yeah,
Ragnarok mixed with Milner, and Milner is Ragnar. And
I guess
you
we
can't just lift up.
talked about that.
Exactly.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
That's
you can't
exactly
you can't just lift up Loki. I don't think you
He's
can't just
bigger
lift
than
up
all
Thor's
these
hammer.
leaders.
yeah,
Well, besides Captain
yeah,
America, you're not just lifting up
Yeah,
Loki's
they
hammer.
couldn't
You
move
feel what
it.
I'm
yeah.
saying?
They
Um,
couldn't
It
move
makes sense. Yeah, I don't think they could move it. And if they did move it, it would have to be someone of the size of Loki, which would mean only Jerome
it. Exactly. That's
could do it.
exactly another great point. Yeah.
Because I do think
He's bigger
him
than
and
all
Loki
these
are
things.
exactly
But,
due to the
yeah,
ancient giant's
yeah.
blood and all
Okay.
that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, they couldn't move
That was a
it.
good track.
We talked about that a lot
He's
in
that
server.
close.
I met a few people who think
Gotcha.
there's like
Yeah.
2 people. To be real, like talk about like 60. At least 4 of
No,
them think
thanks.
what I think and what you think is gonna match up to the lore.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I just
That's a
don't think
good
it would
chat.
make sense to leave. I just don't think it would make sense to leave Loki's hammer right next to him,
He's
and
that
he's supposed to
close.
be this
That's true.
catastrophe, and we can move it.
That
Yeah.
makes me
We can
happy.
move the hammer. Let's move the fucking hammer. Like, think about it. What's the first thing? What's the first thing Captain America says
Xavier
to
says,
Thor when he meets
y'all
Thor? He says,
think,
"Yo, put the hammer
I think
down."
it has
What does
something to
Iron
do
Man
with
say?
strength,
Don't tell
though.
him put the hammer
I think
down.
that also has something to
That
do
low
with
key kind of just
with
happened,
that's
just
like the
without
B
comedic
side of it.
effect in One Piece.
Like even
That's
if
true.
As soon as the
even if
nigga
lore
died,
wasn't a
he said, "Yo,
factor,
put
I think you still
Ragnar
would have to be
down."
strong enough to lift it.
Loki,
And a
put
lot of
Ragnar.
giants
He
aren't
put it
that
down,
big.
all right.
But I think the
My
majority
boy,
of
Xavier
it is
my boy put that
y'all
bitch
think
down.
they
it
can't
has
do it.
something to do with strength though? I think that also has
Yeah.
something to do with it. But that's like the B side of it. Like even if lore wasn't a factor,
Yeah.
I think you still would have to be strong enough to lift it. And a lot of giants aren't
I
that big.
hear you.
But I think the majority of it is because of the lore.
Yeah,
Like
I
they
think
can't.
strength is a. I think strength plays a big part, bro.
Yeah.
Even if it is strength and it's not like an oath, it is strength. The only other person I think was moving it was probably his dad.
Mm.
His dad dead, so
Yeah.
I personally think it's a Loki thing. Like, think about it.
Oh my goodness.
How many skeletons were found in the castle, and they were supposed to be skeletons of mad giants, ancient giants too, and they all died supposedly at the hands of Loki in the fight with Loki. So if it's up to strength, I would say Luffy's a young
He
who just
definitely like
defeated
that.
Kaido,
What do you have to
got
say to the
goosebumps
people
from
on Twitter
sensing
who believe that
Loki
Zoro could take down
top.
Loki?
He was like, "Yo, here by the trees, whatever." I'm just saying, bro.
Right.
Let's call it spade. Spade. The dude is just like that. On hockey wise, so he's like that. So
He's definitely like that. What do you have to say to the people on Twitter who believe that Zoro could take down Loki?
Very true.
not proven or disproven.
Right.
They're very just their fair keep. I don't think it'd be like that. But I'm okay with you thinking that. Zoro was someone capable of speaking to Kaido. And I always argue, yeah, he didn't really. Ashura did a good little job against Kage Masar, but imagine if it was King of Hell. Imagine if he'd got the power up and then fought again, or was up on the roof again. I'm not saying he would defeat Kaido, right? I'm just saying, and he cut Kaido's fate. He's going to he's going to be taking the attacks. So, just with the sentiment of, and me personally, there's a reason only these three Straw Hats are here in this moment. If you go back to Levart and we talk about the ancient, their own against Ors. Sanji,
Mm.
Zoro, Luffy. That's it.
Right.
But now we're here again. On this parallel
It did.
consistency. Sanji,
Who was that?
Luffy.
Who was that? Mm. That's true.
Loki started. Loki locked in, and as Loki locked in, everyone else
Fair.
started freaking out.
It did.
But guess who else was locked in? Locked
Who was
the fuck in.
Who was
It
that?
was rolling up, bro. Big Zoro, bro. Zoro, stop playing. Zoro looked at him with a straight face, like rain and lightning. Seen that before. Let's go.
Fair.
He's not impressed. Zoro,
Fair.
the Zoro fan came out and
I
that.
feel
Son
it.
is not impressed. Son is in front of
I feel
Zoro,
it.
Luffy, and Sanji, who are currently surprised at Loki's strength. Zoro's like, lock the fucking
I stand with that.
Something tells me Coach wanted to go against some of the Twitter talk. And it's not that I'm
I
with
stand with that.
I feel it.
but I'm also not against it. I don't think he could take out Loki. But man, I wouldn't be surprised he get a clean hit or two on nigga. We can do it. Kaido, we can do it to Loki. That's all I'm gonna tell you. If we can do it to Kaido, we can do it
Blue,
to Loki. That's all I'm gonna say.
Say solo leveling is so shit,
I stand
bro.
with that.
Invincible better.
Yeah.
Why do we have to
We
choose
didn't get King of
between
Hell versus Kaido.
two bad bitches though?
We can
Why
get
can't we
King of
just
Hell
enjoy them both?
versus Loki, though. You know what I'm saying? We can do that. We can go there.
Blue, you killing me. Say solo leveling is so shit, bro. Invincible.
Whoa, hold on, wait.
Why do we have to choose?
Invincible is better. Invincible is better.
Why can't we just
Listen,
say both?
listen. I'm gonna stop you there. Almost all this shit is better than solo
It's a
leveling.
better writing there.
Almost
Don't
all
just base out
that shit is
say
better
that
than
better
solo
than solo leveling.
Freerin,
You have to specify on the
Dandadan,
writing.
Kaiju.
But we talking about the
Motherfucking
experience of
Invincible.
watching the show though.
But
Whoa,
they're
hold on, wait.
they're all better than solo leveling. But do
Watching
I,
the show
they're better
is my
stories.
preference towards watching the
Oh,
show.
okay.
But do I enjoy them more than solo leveling?
Okay, well, they better write in there. Don't just base out
No,
say they're
but
better.
that's what makes it better, bro. It's a written story.
But we
Bro,
Think
solo
Dandadan
leveling
shouldn't have won
is a shit written story,
watch
bro.
hold on.
Because that's your preference towards enjoyment. If we
Watching the show,
talk,
a preference.
yes,
Watching the
bro.
Do
Bro,
you
they went through.
think
Dandadan went through a season
awards
one,
qualify
bro. It's all
like
proof
the
of the pudding. I'm not
legitimacy and quality of the show?
dropped to
Or
season
like the rating of the show?
one, won an award. Freerin dropped to season one, won an award.
Okay.
Solo dropped this one, they ain't win shit. They broke some records as far as like crashing websites and shit. And that's great. Round of applause.
Do you think awards qualify like the legitimacy or quality of the show?
So why do we care
Like
about the
rating of the
awards?
You know, because everything's based on one's enjoyment, but an accolade is an accolade, nonetheless.
Fair.
And the accolades when it comes to these anime,
Okay.
it's like this. You could win a Grammy, I don't mean I see your album.
It's not rigged for anime,
Yeah,
but
anime could win a
it's
show,
also
win an award, but I don't need to watch a show. But the problem is now is that the
it's heavy
credence for an
popularity
anime
based over
award and the
quality.
credence for a hip hop based off of
If something's more popular,
you
just
know
because
it's
more
actually
popular.
rigged for hip hop. It's not rigged for anime. The numbers they put out, the fandom speak.
It's not rigged for anime, but it's also let's say this. It's heavy popularity based over quality. If something's more popular,
No, not at all. There's some animes that win awards, and I've never heard of them because even though not the mainstream popular anime, their numbers and ratings are still doing great. I just probably didn't watch it because it wasn't what was being put in my face. I didn't see it being covered by Jermaine or Rob or you know what I'm saying, or a few other content creators. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, it still exists. I might have. You know what's crazy? Because I went and was watching For Neverworld. Shout out to anybody who know what I'm talking about. Old school YouTuber covering Fairy Tail, Naruto, shipping them in the back in Prime. It was being released. And For Neverworld, he's where I get all my news from. Like, the author tweets something, he's like academic, but for like anime shit. So he'll tell you what the fairy tale author tweeted the other day when he ate lunch with Oda. He knows that conversation. He's gonna tell you what the manga sales for Tokyo Revengers look like compared to Demon Slayer when they both were first released. That's why I know what I'm knowing and confident in how I speak, because I know my sources is like, I bet anyone that knows for Neverworld, they know I'm not just bullshitting when I say he covered this. Yeah, and he went over one of the anime that won an award that I was gonna skip that segment. I said, you know, he's covered. Let me see what this anime talking about. And he himself, he said, this shit corny as shit. The numbers, it did the numbers. You know what I'm saying? He'll tell you, it did the numbers. You can't take it away from it. Facts. It did the numbers. It got the ratings. Japan, it was highly redeemed. You know what I'm saying? That's just how that shit go, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think of Solo. Think about it. The one episode where he gets real characterization and plot progression for real, like he actually saves his mom and he cries. He shows a little vulnerability. It's the most disliked episode of all in the whole series. That shows you that the fandom is only just picking it off a bias towards horror farming.
But it sounds like we're taking away points from the show because the fandom
start
is
utilizing the character plot and like, okay, the author's pen, which was a good.
I said it sounds like we're taking off points of the show because the fandom
he achieved his
is
goal a
being.
little earlier than I thought, but he achieved his goal. He did it.
But fuck the fans. Like, just grading the show alone.
But it's not taking points from the show because the fandom is being stupid.
Say it again?
I agree.
I said it sounds like we're taking off
fucking
points of the show because
No, we're not taking points. I'm showing you that the fans take away points because the fans are stupid. That's
Then
just
one
what it is.
people, come on out.
And showing you, it's showing you what it's showing you the type of fans that it's showing you the type of fans the show has. One Piece fans would never do this.
How far are you in free reign? I'm honestly surprised to hear you say that. How far are you?
That's why it's not better. It's not a better show than none of those shows I named. Look how quick. Look how. Say it again.
Then One Piece? Hell no.
Man, fuck One Piece. I'm talking about free. It's not better than Free Reign. It's not better than. It's not. Just not.
How far?
It's all. It's.
I'm honestly surprised to hear you say that. How far?
It's the truth, bro. I already told you this about Free Reign. I peeped that in the first couple episodes of watching. The 10 episodes.
Right now, you talking about the writing
of character plot, characterization. You know how much depth they're giving people like Free Reign who's lived for hundreds of years, and they really are going in depth about it. She's meeting relationships with people that she hasn't seen in eons. Like, it all makes sense. I can see why people are falling in love with this. Like, for people that love the way I love One Piece,
you talking about the writing of the show Free Reign? I know, right?
See what people like.
No, I'm talking in general enjoyment. People really do. I see why people. I don't, because I'm able to detach what I'm feeling from what is like the status quo. I see why people like Free Reign, bro. I do. Same thing for Kaiju number 8, bro.
People like
Kaiju number 8, like Free Reign's thing is that. Same thing for Kaiju. Kaiju number 8 thing is that it's not a shonen 16-year-old guy. The nigga is my age, bro. He's 32. I turned 32 this year. And you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people I've seen that like Kaiju are people that are like getting their dreams revamped in their head. Yes, that's what Kaiju doing for you. Solo Leveling is not doing anything for you. It just makes you, unless you're just like, yo, I'm that nigga. Facts, but horror farming consists of everyone treating you like that nigga. So if you're not being treated like that nigga, you're still not getting significant out of this. What else are you taking from Solo Leveling besides horror farming? Exactly, nothing. Free Reign is actually teaching you lessons. It's all about if you're paying attention. I enjoy Solo Leveling way more than I like it. Way more than Free Reign. I will definitely. I'm never watching season 1 of Free Reign ever again. This shit done. I rewatched every episode of Solo Leveling since it dropped season 2 and season 1.
I'm with, so we on the same. All right. Before I respond,
consistently.
No, I
watched it yesterday with Blue. Shout out to Blue. Watched it yesterday with Blue and my boy Necro on Discord, and then today watched it.
I understand. I'm about to respond to you. First, I'm gonna say, Mina Tony said, "No quick question. You're gonna
so we on the same.
I'm still going to do
you gotta be able to dissect what, like, just because you like
Let me
something,
pull
you know
it
what I mean?
up.
Don't mean that's exactly what like
Which my bro
it's
Kids
not.
can
It's
pull
really
up.
not.
I
Let me
Like,
have
understand.
time.
I'm about to respond to you. First, I'm gonna say, Minato says, "Yo, quick question. You going to DreamCon?" I'm for sure going to DreamCon, Minato. Me and a couple
Okay.
guys, we gonna be pulling up. Which my bro Kids can pull up. We would have had time.
fact. Listen, you see what Reed just said? I only watch Solo Leveling for the action, not the story. Well, not for
Okay.
me. For me, not the action. It's for the whole aura. Period. I like how they aura farm. Period.
Okay.
Like, watch this, right? We was on Discord. Blue tested this, and we were watching Solo Leveling, and it was the scene of the last episode. It's the scene of the Japanese guy and Jinwoo boxing, right? And
Okay.
I told my boy Necro, I said, I paused it. I said, yo, Necro, if you want to predict how this is going to go, because I'm literally predicting the whole
Okay.
episode as I'm watching it,
Right.
and I haven't read the manga, none of that, and I'm telling him what I'm doing is nothing special. All you need to think, what's the most horrifying thing that can happen right now, and that's what's gonna happen. And legit, as we said that, he said, all right, bet. Well, the next
What's
thing that should
good,
happen
Justin?
is, and he does not watch Solo Level. He legit doesn't watch it.
Right.
He said the next thing that should happen is that multiple people should stop these two from fighting, just like they did in Naruto, just like they
Okay.
did in Black Clover. And I said, you know what? Let's see what happens. Click
What's
play.
good, Justin?
I clicked play, and literally, bro, not even 3 scenes later, all the niggas get involved and stop Jinwoo from fighting the dude. And it's like,
Definitely got to read.
all
Definitely,
you gotta do
definitely.
is guess or
Um.
farming, and
All
that's
right. So
what
boom.
Solo Level is.
I still haven't responded yet. Will you give
Okay.
me so many more
Everyone's
questions the
surprised
more
right
you
now.
talk?
Oh,
And
he's
it's,
not
it's
taking
probably because
part
this is
of
the first time I'm
Jeju
hearing all
Island
this from
raid.
you.
They keep saying they need a hero. What's the most aura farming can
All right.
happen for a hero? The
So
Lakers.
so I do
Come on, bro.
know
Like,
you.
what are you talking about?
I'm just
Like,
more
it's
so
just
stuck
aura
on,
farming.
Agree. Definitely.
I guess, the
Just aura
caveat of.
All right, so boom. So I still haven't responded yet, but you giving me so many more questions the more you talk, and
So
it's
like we're
probably because
not
this is the
looking
first
at
I'm
it
hearing
for
all
what it
this from
is.
you.
I don't know why you're surprised.
Like,
You figured you know me by now. It's kind of
okay,
crazy.
well,
So I do.
I feel like so boom. That's the question I
I'm
want to
just
ask
so
you first.
stuck on,
Did you enjoy SAO? Or
I
have
guess,
you
the
seen SAO?
caveat
Or
of
okay, I thought okay, yeah,
when I
yeah,
look at it for what it is.
right, yeah, for sure. Okay, yeah, you
Like,
just said it, yeah. So
like that wolf. So yeah, like I felt like so boom. That's the question I want to ask you first. Did you enjoy
right,
SAO, or have you seen SAO?
type shit,
Yeah,
Or
definitely.
right,
Cokes,
right.
I've already told you,
I
Sword.
thought, okay,
I
yeah.
don't.
Solo
So did you
Leveling
grade
is
it
just
to
a
like
way
that?
better Sword Art
Right,
Online.
Did you
yeah.
grade
For sure.
SAO to
Okay,
like
you just
that?
said
Like
It's like
level of critique?
you're saying
Like,
It's like how you say Dandanon is a new, better
and I
version
think
of
SAO is
Mob.
even more like
Mm,
story
I
driven,
right,
kind of,
writing
I
wise.
can see
right,
it.
But
You know
I'm
what I'm
not
saying?
like
right,
Directly, I can see it.
right.
But yeah,
Um, I don't. So did you grade it to like that? Did you
oh
you
yeah, I
grade
did.
SAO to like that, like level of critique to
But
like?
I'm talking about first 2 seasons in though.
And I think
Because going
SAO
up against
is
Solo
even
Leveling,
more
the
like
first 2
story
seasons in, I
driven,
wasn't thinking the show was
writing
about to
wise.
go.
But I'm not
no, because it got
like,
oversaturated story.
We really could do
Like
it.
SAO started off as a cool thing and then became a love thing. The same problem I have with
oh yeah.
SAO is the same problem I have with
But I'm talking about
Seven Deadly
first
Sins.
2 seasons in though, because going up against
Yeah,
Leveling
I
just the
wasn't a
first
fan
two
of that.
seasons.
Yeah,
I wasn't
But
that's
then
why
thinking
they
I
it was
did
about
live
to
shit
go.
again after that too, though.
bro, listen.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah,
Sword Art Online
like
was
that shit not
legit
valid.
going to be like that motherfucking shit, and then literally it got to
That
he went on
happened too.
a love vacation, the cabin, they stayed back all
Yeah.
types of bullshit. I'm like,
But then they did
That
live
happened too.
shit again.
what? Yeah,
But the
but we
last shit
had
we
to go
did, we picked that shit
to,
up and
you
it was
know what I'm saying?
live.
That shit crazy.
The
Then it
last,
got real. Then it got
you didn't watch
real
Alicization?
slow.
That
It
happened
got
too.
real slow. And
When
it turned into
it
like
picked
the
up, it's
elf,
Alicization is one of the best seasons, like a
whatever
top 2
shit
season
that's
I have.
called, the
Like when you
Black
get to the end
Land.
of it,
You know,
it's like
it just got real slow
But
there.
the last
and
shit
the
we
boxing pick up.
did, we picked that shit up and it was live.
Yeah,
I didn't
okay.
watch
The
SAO
Okay.
completely through. Like you're probably
You
talking
didn't
about
watch
me because
Alicization?
I didn't
Yeah.
finish seeing that. That was
I
very
guess so.
slow for me too.
When
I
you
gotta
will it pick up? It's
But
Alicization
they
is one of the
introducing
best
new
seasons, like a
characters.
top 2
We
season
don't
to
know
have.
any
When
of
you
these
get to the end,
characters. We got
it's
to
like
get introduced to them. It's
Faith
the first
and
season.
the boxing pickup. It's yeah. Okay.
I mean,
When
it's
it
not
pick
a
up,
new. It's this. Asa's
Yeah.
still here. What it's just the
I
future of what we was doing back
it
then.
gotta
It's
pick up for
the time.
it's even free. It's
We're in a
gotta pick
different
up.
game. That's how they do it.
we
They
don't know
change
any of
games.
these characters. We gotta get introduced to them. It's the first
Yeah,
season.
they just revamp their whole show, give it a whole new story, and they call
And
it
that's what y'all got
Alicization.
hard
Now
like
we're
episode
I
2
mean,
or
it's not a
3
new.
when the nigga put on
It's this.
that midnight cloak
Asa's still here. What
of dark.
it's just the
It's hard.
future of what we was doing back then. It's just time progression. We're in a different game. That's
yeah,
why they do it.
we get stuff cracking in episode 18.
Okay.
Yeah, facts.
So y'all got hard like episode 2 or 3 when the nigga put on that midnight cloak.
No, it was
That's
like
different.
that till the
You're
animation
talking
turned
about
to
core
pixels.
SAO the first season. Yes, facts. It lost track after the love shit. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Say
Okay.
it was like Seven Deadly Sins is like that. It's like that. Listen,
So
it was
all
like
right,
that
so
till
look
that
at
love
this
shit took over.
because I still gotta respond
It
to
was
you
like
and
when that love
everything
shit
you
took over,
said.
the show was like, all right. When it
All right,
took over, when that
talking
took over,
about
their
the
animation
writing
took a dive. Then
of
people started
Freeman
telling
and
you
like
read
the
the manga,
depthness
read the
of the
manga.
story
Like
and what's
nobody want to
happening
read Romeo and
and
Juliet with spells. I'm good,
the
bro.
characters. I'm not disagreeing that Freeman is
So
more,
all right. So
holds
I
the
still
scale
gotta
in that
respond
to
to
their
you
favor.
and
That's
everything
not
you
what I'm
said
saying.
that I wasn't expecting.
But
If we're talking about
just being
the writing
of watching
of
and like
Freeman, like the depthness
anticipation
of the story
of the
and
next episode,
and the
I'm more locked in to see the next
characters.
episode of Solo
I'm not
Leveling than I am
disagreeing.
to see Freeman.
Freeman is more,
How far of
the
free? How
scale
much
from that
did you
to
finish
their
the
favor.
season?
So
Because how you talking right now?
But if we're
You better be done
talking
with
about
Freeman to
just
be
the enjoyment of watching this, and like the anticipation of the next episode, I'm more like
Well,
to see the
then
next episode of
don't just
Solo
like just
Leveling
shit
than I
on
am.
Solo
Yes,
Leveling like that.
I
Like
already
they
told
super
you. See,
predictable
yeah.
too.
Far
They both
free.
predictable.
How much did you finish the season? Because how you talking right now? You better be done with Freeman to be.
I'm not, but I'm able. Yo, bro, I could predict the rest of
I don't know, it's
Freeman
bad.
about months, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't need to see this shit, but I'm gonna
I would
watch
say
it.
the
Let's
nigga
see
with
what
the purple hair.
Don't
You
just
say
like
who's relevant,
just shit
like
on Solo
important,
Leveling like
or
that.
I'm
who's
not
like
shitting
recent?
on Solo. It's the truth, bro. Bro, name another relevant character in Solo Leveling besides Jin Woo, and don't say it's fucking dad.
The nigga
Name
with the
me
purple
another
hair,
relevant character.
the head,
Name me another relevant character in the show.
the shadows.
I would
Who's
say
relevant?
you said who's like important or who's
Like
like
actually relevant. Like we do an
Wait,
episode without Sun Jin Woo just post and we'll be as locked in. Who?
the nigga with the
I'm a
purple hair.
Nah,
the
Blue said it. Blue gave you the right answer. He said shadows. The shadows. That's how far off Solo Leveling is.
I haven't.
They've given nobody else.
I haven't said
character
anything
pieces,
yet.
bro.
Wait,
Because I look surprised because I'm gonna let you land your plane. Then I want to respond to what I want to respond
Jin
to.
Woo and Woo Jin.
I'm gonna let you
Everybody
land.
knows this. Coach is guys.
I wanna
Everybody in the
respond.
comments, y'all seem to know. Coach is the only one that's sitting here like, no, bro. They have like top tier characters, just like One Piece. Like you gotta chill.
I've never.
But you look so
Okay.
surprised by hearing me say
So,
this.
bro,
I don't get it.
I'm not saying
I'm
that any of the
surprised
characters
you
in
land
Solo
your plane, then I
Leveling
want to
are
respond
as
to it.
well
I want to respond
creative
to
or
it.
Listen,
in depth
I'm
as
gonna let
anything that One Piece
My
has
plane don't
done.
land. I just glide through the air
Get
for a
that
little while
out.
before my jetpack or my wings start going again. So I'll
What
turn
I
that
do
off
want
and
to
let you
talk
go.
about
My plane ain't land.
what struck me, what hurt me
Okay.
as you was talking was
I'll shut up.
Saying that any
the
of the characters in Solo Leveling are as well
I feel like
as creative or as in depth as anything
the
that
very
One Piece
thing we
has
give Solo
done
Leveling
in history.
credit for
Get that out.
Could be.
is this
What I
nigga
do want
showing
to
us
talk about is what struck me,
his
what
power
hurt me as you was
while
talking
he's solo
was
leveling. The very thing
the
we
very
wanted to get from SAO,
thing I
they're
feel
showing
like
us. They're showing him become an E
the
rank,
very thing
go
we give
all the way
Solo
to
Leveling
S rank.
credit
They're
for
showing us the progression, and they're
is this
doing it in
nigga
a live way.
showing us
Literally, the one thing we wanted from
his
SAO,
power ups
because he's coming back
while
to doing
he's
a lot of things.
solo leveling.
But it's
The
like, nigga,
very
when did
thing
you
we
get
wanted
two swords? Oh, I'm gonna do it with it.
SAO.
Damn, that's cool. All right, bet.
Us. They're showing him.
I wish I could have seen you
an
do it though,
E-rank
because that would have been
go all
hard.
the way S rank.
Because you boxing
They're
now is
showing
hard. But
the
whatever.
progression. and they're doing it in a live way.
It's
Literally the
insane.
one thing we
I'm
wanted
just
from
saying.
SMO, because he's coming back and doing live shit. But it's like, nigga, when did you get 2 swords? Oh, I'm a dual wielder now.
I haven't
Damn, that's
even
cool.
got there.
Right
I
there.
haven't even got there yet.
Do it though, because that would have been hard.
My first point is the best part
Whatever.
about solo
Blue
leveling
spin.
is they show us
Just
Said
him
the best side
solo leveling. We get to
bro,
see how
like, I don't
cold
get where
we
you're.
see
I
the
don't get why
progression
Coach
of
is
how
defending
cold
this like
and we
martial
parallel
art.
that with the other
I'm
S-rank
gonna let
characters. So we get to see
him like, go
what
ahead.
that strength would look
I just
like.
want to
So wait on
spit.
my first
like,
Granted,
that's one.
versus
Two,
part about solo leveling is they show us
because he's solo leveling
him
and
solo
he's
leveling
DMC, we're not gonna
to
go
see how
into
cold we see the
stupid
progression
depth
of how
with the
cold he
side
gets,
character
and we parallel that to the other
because
S-rank hunters. So
we're
we get to
solo leveling.
see what
One,
that strength
to
would
get
look like
the
under the fight.
elixir for
Like,
my
one.
mom, because that's really one of my main
Two.
goals. Fuck the side character. We're doing this.
Because
And I'm
he's
showing
solo
you how I'm going to
and
get
he's
the elixir
DMC,
to save
we're
my
not going to
mom.
go into
We're not
stupid
doing
with the
story time
side
with the side
characters
characters right now.
because
So that's another
we're
reason why
solo
they don't have to do that.
leveling. One, to get the elixir for my mom, because that's really one
If
of
you're
my main
talking
goals.
about
Fuck
who's
the
a
side
good
character. We're
character
doing
that we
this.
would anticipate
And I'm showing
that would be
you
relevant
how I'm
today,
going to get
the
the
nigga
elixir
with the
to save
purple
my
hair
mom.
is showing
We're not doing
that I'm
story time with the side
definitely
characters
looking
right now.
out for.
So that's another reason why they don't have to do that.
Yeah, they don't do much of anything besides aura fire.
Don't do that because you know I'm bad with names, so don't do that. Don't.
Well, that would be
So listen to
the nigga with the purple hair is someone that I'm would definitely be looking out for.
Nigga, I be forgetting how to say Sun Jin Woo
What nigga
sometimes.
with the purple hair, bro?
So
See, I'm that lost. I'm watching the season.
We know
because you know I'm bad with names.
Same thing for JJK.
You're bad with names.
I don't know any of
Imagine
their names.
trying to figure out a character's name in solo
The
that
one
was
with the
not
glasses.
Sun Jin Woo. That's you just proved the whole point of my fucking conversation. I love
I say Sun Jin sometimes.
Huh?
So we
Okay.
off rip,
Okay.
we know
That nigga is relevant.
names. Same thing for JJK.
But yeah,
I don't know
Wait,
any.
you talking about the guy with the glasses? The one they call the
The one with glasses.
pink hair. It's not
I think
purple.
the nigga who was just boxing
With your
this
hair-
episode with whose hair
His hair
turned
is not
white,
that color.
he's a
It's
relevant character.
violet.
Honestly, a lot of the
It's
S
definitely
rank
pink.
characters are
Hot pink
relevant. The girl that's the S rank that
Okay.
Sun Jin Woo saved,
Damn near cigar.
I don't know that. I don't know JJK.
Yeah, the fire nigga.
Yeah,
You
that's
can't
what,
do that. You can't
that's
do
what
that.
made. That's the comment I saw.
You can't. Bare minimum, you can't do that with me.
The nigga who was just boxing this episode with whose hair turned, he's a relevant character. Honestly, a lot of the S rank
That's not
characters
true.
are girls.
What's their names?
I don't know that.
Ask me.
JJK
I know the
character's
character
name.
in the
You can't do
Sakamoto.
that. You cannot do
That's
that.
all I'm talking about.
No, I can because you do the same thing to JJK. But
It's
for JJK,
I don't.
you completely understand.
But
and are
I don't know
consistent with
any.
that.
The
But because you have a
shows I
bias,
enjoy and don't enjoy. I
you're
don't
like,
know the
nah, but
characters'
Solo's
names.
great though.
I don't remember
Solo's
their names.
great though. If it was
It's
JJK,
characters
you'd
in
be like, yo,
Naruto
why
whose
they
names
do
I
this?
don't remember.
Ask me if I know the
You
character.
can't do that with me. You can pull that with
So
I
maybe
don't think you enjoy
anybody
Sakamoto
else.
days like that.
You
So I wouldn't
cannot
even
do
go
that.
there.
You
But
know,
It has to be a show that you enjoy.
But
Sorry.
I don't know any the shows I enjoy and I don't know the characters' names. I don't remember the characters in Naruto's names.
The nigga in the armor that he's been with all
Can't do that with me. You could pull that with anybody else. You cannot do that with me. No.
The one he's doing the C rank missions with.
Exactly.
I don't
Gear
know
5 guy.
his best
Gear
friend.
5 is
That's the closest thing he knows.
Facts.
The
And
one
he's
whose
like,
dad
and he
told him I
sees
know
hands
this
too.
is doing
Ridiculous.
I don't.
Granted, I do get
The nigga in the armor that he's
Name
been
three
with all season does like
Freeway.
I need names, guys. You keep hitting me.
what he's doing the C rank mission.
Fern, okay, I know Fern.
His best friend down there.
She raised Fern. Fern was damn near
The one whose dad
Fern was damn near
told
robbed.
him I know this nigga is doing the dungeons for
I
you.
know.
I don't know his name either. That's not fair. You can't do that. Freeway characters. Freeway.
What happened?
Fern. You see how easy this is?
I know Fern.
Come on, I can at least name two. I haven't named one.
There S rank.
Batman.
That's great. So why don't we have? Okay, so you just said that Sun Jin Woo had a Robin.
But why is it all about Jin Woo?
The person he knows, he can't name that nigga.
Because
He's
we're
not that
solo leveling.
nigga. He's just a nigga here.
You
That's
can't.
the issue.
Yeah,
There
you
is
can't.
that type of nigga, and that's okay because
There
that's the type of
is.
Who would
show
tell?
that
Hold
solo
on.
leveling is. It's all
You
about
can't
you.
tell.
So we're not gonna waste time, like you just said.
That
We're not
doesn't
gonna
mean
waste
it's
time about the
exceptionalized
character.
from
But
just
why is it all
Naruto.
about
But it's
Jinwoo?
exceptionalized
What
from
do
me
you mean?
going in depth with my
Why is
side
it all
characters. If the
Jinwoo?
show
It's
is
his show.
about
It's
him
solo leveling.
solo
I
leveling
get that.
to save
That's
his
the point of
mom.
the show. That don't
Fuck
mean, but
the
that don't
side
mean it's
character. We're doing
it's
this.
exceptionalized from
We're
the
telling you
rules
what the
of
story. We're
writing
about to go
and
do
how show
this.
shit.
I don't.
Come on, bro.
You can't.
Come on.
We're solo leveling.
What? What are we doing?
Strength Hunter now.
It's exceptionalized from good
It's only
writing,
10
but
of
it's
us.
exceptionalized from me going in depth with my
Why
side
is
characters. If
Naruto
the
all
show is
about
about him leveling
Thank you. Like, what
to
are we
save his
doing?
mom.
They
Fuck the
don't
side
do their
character.
side.
We're doing this. We're telling you what the story. We're about to do this. We're solo leveling. I'm an S rank hunter now. It's only.
But
only 10
it's
of
still
us in this whole
valid
country.
because
Why-
Sasuke isn't a
all about
side
Naruto.
character. He's a dualogist.
Thank
Naruto's
But
side
it's-
like, what are we
characters
doing?
don't
but
get
it's not,
love.
though.
They don't. They
You see,
Neji
but
didn't get love in
not.
Shippuden.
Y'all make it seem like
No, Rock
Sasuke.
Lee didn't get shot.
What are
Shino
we-
didn't get love.
All right, see, Xavier, I
That's
fuck
what
with
I'm
you, but that was the
saying.
wrong
In
comment, my guy.
Shippuden,
Who is Sasuke in solo leveling?
that was
Sasuke
in
is a
Naruto,
side
not
He's a
Shippuden.
biologist. No side characters
That's the
don't get
same.
love.
You're
Neji
not
get
taking advantage of the side
Kakashi.
character. You're not going in depth with the side
No,
character.
No,
They
he's
just
one of
do
the
it.
few that he didn't get the love he deserved.
That's what I'm saying.
But did
It's
it?
Shippuden.
You make it seem we didn't have time to live with these
That was
characters. The author just did a poor job letting us spend full time with characters.
That's
But
you're not taking advantage of the side character. You're not going in depth with the side character.
Jiraiya,
we learned about the
Kakashi.
Hokage. That's a side character. Like the third Hokage was a side character. We know about Sarutobi Sensei. Like legit. I'm confused. Wasn't Jiraiya a side character? Wasn't side? I'm confused. How many side characters do we know in Naruto? Like, let's really go to B.
And every other
B
man
again.
can it be?
Right, Kage? Do you need me to keep going? I'll ask you two examples. And then with the bandwagon, he was
All of
Naruto
these-
all about Naruto, which it's still not because it's about his brother and his brother has with his brother. Like, come on, buddy.
All
Jiraiya,
of these characters you named
Kakashi.
me right now
You could damn near say the least
more
of those all Kages that all the
are more
Kages that pulled up
important
to summit, all
to the plot
side characters, bro.
and the story of
Gaara has
Naruto.
All of these
Exactly.
points.
The
Gaara
Neji.
has plot points.
To the side
What do we-
characters
yo,
introduced to you when you first start watching
Come
Naruto.
on, bro.
The first side characters we meet,
all these
the niggas in the ninja
characters you named
class,
me right now are more
the niggas who were introduced
are
to
more
us first
important
when we watch
to the plot,
Naruto
the story of Naruto,
are less
Rock Lee,
than
and Neji,
Jiraiya and
to
Kakashi
the
and all
side
these other
characters
super
introduced to you when you first start
strong
watching
ass niggas in the show
Naruto.
you just named.
The first side characters
I
we
want to see Shino,
the
the
niggas
dumb
in the
nigga.
ninja
I want to
class,
see Chosen.
the
Where's your character
niggas
development?
who
I
were
met you,
introduced to us
but
first
we
watching
in
Naruto
Shippuden now, and you're not showing me any
are
of these
less
side characters that was in
and
my
Jiraiya
class develop with the
and
story.
Kakashi and all
Just
these
know
other super
Sasuke and all the Kages.
strong ass niggas in the show you just
Were
named.
the side
I wanna
characters you introduced to
see
me that are
Shino, the
cold.
bug nigga. I wanna
What's
see
good? Character
Choji.
got 10 in the
Where's your
clip.
character
That's where
development?
That's what I'm saying.
character-
I'm talking about
that's that.
Shippuden. It
Shippuden
wasn't
now,
developed
and
at
you're
all.
not showing me any of these side characters that was in my class.
So tell me the
developed the
development.
story. It's just Naruto and Sasuke, the Kages. Where the side characters?
They develop the problem in Naruto is that they don't develop enough. Ghost, you're missing the point.
And how many missions we seen with his father?
If they did get
How many
developed,
missions we
it's
got
not
to see with his
enough.
father?
That's the problem.
So
We got to see Shino.
Oh,
Shino. When we get back in Shippuden, we find out that Shino is he's literally going on missions with his father. He literally specialized ninja, a chunin, where they use him for certain things. We get to find out. Oh, well, they
I agree.
They pick Shino. Say again?
how many missions we got to see with his father?
Barely any.
And
Barely any. That's what I'm trying to tell you. We get info and information about the side characters, so we can live with it. All for him not to explore the side characters. That's bad for Kishimoto. I'm not trying to say Naruto does a great job with their side characters. No, they don't. They still fuck up too. But they do a better job in so because at least we know the side characters. We don't know the side characters. Although, granted, it's only 20-something compared to a show that has like damn near thousands. So I don't want to get too gone away and following that thought process. I'm just saying, bro.
You did.
At least get like we don't. The only reason why do we care that Neji got killed again? Because we learned to like Neji. Neji was a side character that the main character was over. People don't even peep. Naruto tells Neji in the fight, "Yo, I'm going to reach you. I'm going to change the Hyuga clan." The nigga grew up, got married to his cousin, though, and changed the Hyuga clan. In Boruto, the grandfather's not even the same nigga. He's literally like, oh. The daughters are literally telling Boruto, like, yo, he was back in the day, he was mean as hell. Listen, he was a different type of religion. Now he's cuddly Himawari, let me give you a kiss. But it's still, and that's still polarization. Two sides, but it's fair. You don't get, I'll give you this. One could have given two flashes. And it would be the shorty actually likes the Sun General, best rank hunter, and then the dude who he is doing off Dungeon 4. Those are the only two that they actually give characterization to. But it's
Is there an issue with oral farming?
We don't do shit about them. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's supposed to go like that for now. I'm just saying. We have to understand we have a bias for what we see in Solo Leveling because we love oral farming. It's just what it is.
How far are you in Freeland?
Yes. Farm the aura. Yeah.
There an issue.
Okay, I didn't hear it. This is the first time I'm hearing it, but I'm a little elevated right now.
I
So
just said once the other shows are better and it proves that's why they have to calculate.
Okay, 18.
Solo doesn't. Solo literally crashes site.
And how many? It's like 28 episodes.
You just want to see the aura so bad.
Are you in Freeland?
And I told AD, ask me.
Well, you said you enjoy watching
I
Solo
didn't get this
Leveling more.
first time hearing it, but I'm a little elevated right now, so I believe you.
Okay, that's why. All right.
18. Yeah, how many? It's like what, 28 episodes?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you say you enjoy watching Solo Leveling more than Freeland, right?
I enjoy watching Solo Leveling.
Okay.
Right now. That's why I'm able. That's why I'm able to remove my bias.
What's good, live? What's good, chat? We got 10 people in the chat.
Like with Black Clover.
Why do I hate Black Clover? My
My
main issue with Black Clover
all these dope anime
is that they gave Magna a power up that I didn't think it deserved. I didn't think it developed well with the power.
Why do you like Clover, Trope?
And
I'll let everybody hear
matchups
themselves.
with
You
the story of
got
these
9 people on the
you should
live.
be able to save the day.
What's good?
No matter who. That's my main issue with Black
Why
Clover.
do I?
Tell us why you don't like Black Clover.
My main issue with Black Clover is that they gave Magna
Very
a
true.
power up that I didn't think he deserved. I didn't think it
Very
did well
true.
with the story
But
and future matchups
that's
with the story if he's here, because he should be able to.
so
sit
no.
there. That's my main.
Because if you ask me, because
Okay,
your
besides the
question was,
point,
why
that's
do
like
you hate
halfway.
Black
That's
Clover?
like
If you'd have asked me that, I would tell you
through the story.
the
At
reason
the
that made me
end of it,
stop
so that's
reading
like
the
a point that
manga,
no one's gonna get to.
which is the reason I just gave.
I don't
That
even
Magna
know
point
give
made
us
me
the
stop
real
reading the manga. It
overarching
made me
point. You're not
stop
saying
fucking
it, but I know what it is.
So that
No,
would be
real
the
overarching.
overall reason. Another reason, and I can go down the list. I got you. I'm gonna ask it all.
I would tell
Another
you
reason
the reason that made me
like Black
stop
Clover
reading the
is I
manga,
believe they
which is the
copy the
reason I just
homework from
gave.
Naruto
That Magna
sometimes,
point made
and
me
they
stop
don't
reading
even
the
like
manga
write a
and made me
different
stop
name.
reading Black Clover.
But what's
So that was
Going into the War for Black Clover,
another.
it's like I'm reading what I watched in Naruto. It's the same
I
thing.
got you. I'm
Oscar's
gonna say
training with
another
his Killer
reason.
B. He leaves the training thing,
I just like
and
Black
boom, he's straight
Clover.
into the
I
war.
believe they copy the
And then
homework
later in the
from
war, I'm gonna
Naruto
give all of these people my
sometimes, and they
KCM.
don't even like
And
write a different name.
I've seen that
Going
before, and that's cool.
into the War Black Clover, it's like I'm
'Cause
reading what I
I used
watched
to
in
have Black
Naruto.
Clover no
It's the same
less
thing.
than an A- while I'm reading the war.
Oscar's training
Somebody
with
told me
his
an A, I'm
Killer
not
B.
even fighting
He
it. I
leaves
wasn't
the
doing it that
training
much.
thing and
Aside
he's into
from
the war.
the Naruto
And
shit.
later in the war, I'm
The
gonna
Magna shit is
give
just what tilted it over.
all these people my KCM.
But no, I don't
And
see the
I've
parallel
seen this
between
before,
Magna
and that's
and
cool.
Not all.
Because
You gotta break it down for me.
I used to have Black Clover no less than an A- while I'm reading. If somebody told me an A, I'm not even fighting it. I was enjoying it that
Which
much.
reason is that?
Aside from the Naruto shit, the message is just
Okay.
what tilted it over. But no, I don't see the parallel between them and Solo Leveling at all.
I agree with that too.
It's the same reason why you harp on JJK, why people like JJK more than Bleach. And they shouldn't, I agree. JJK, all the aura farming that JJK does comes from Bleach.
Okay, I saw that.
Right. other aura farming that comes from Black, that's in Black Clover. It doesn't only come from Naruto. It comes from Bleach and Naruto, like the three vibes. And Solo Leveling does the same thing. When Jin Woo's fighting, he goes into that aura farming moment of doing Goku Hot, that Goku did in Broly movie.
But I'm saying, what's wrong with that?
That are aura farming moments. That's how we farm aura. We give killer moments like people in the anime, fans in the anime love. We love all the senseis stepping in.
We 2 seasons in. What's wrong with that?
We love to see Asta and the guys stopping Vice Captain the Golden Guy from Body Finland. We literally get that very same aura farm moment. This last episode, these boys about to go at it, and 2 S-Right hunters had to come stop. Like they're aura, and I could go down the list of moments that are aura farmed from anime. You're the one that has a problem with it. You don't like
I've never once.
You don't like when people say JJK is better than Bleach.
I've never once stated or had an issue with Black
also
Clover
don't like
or
it in Black Clover. But when it's done in Solo Leveling, you seem to completely that they're cultivating aura.
Those weren't aura farming tropes. I thought those. I thought
you completely.
I don't look at
lost it.
if you want to call those.
Do they do a better job at farming it out? You could say that.
I had an issue with Black Clover or farming.
Yes, you did. You just said they take the tropes from Naruto and they don't like. You just literally said that. That's aura farming.
I don't.
Let me explain to you what aura farming is, folks. I think you have this speech. Let me explain to you what aura farming is in the anime world. If I drop One Piece or Attack on Titan, and this moment is a moment that we love so much in the anime. Like, this was a review moment, and then we take that moment and we make, like, watch this. When Naruto and Sasuke fight Madara, right? I'm gonna use the Black Clover reference. They put the fight Madara, and Madara's all like, Naruto's like, stupid. I'm not gonna be able to defeat you. We're going to do it. Right. Let's go to Black Clover. It was a lovely moment. We love to see Naruto and Sasuke come together and fight together in that moment. That's aura farming. Take that, misconstrue the plot a little bit, and sprinkle it on the Black Clover. What do we get? Asta, both going to demon or angel form, whatever they call it, and they're both sitting there fighting the all-white version of it.
But you're misunderstanding me in front of the chat. You're misunderstanding me. I don't. Anytime any of those things you're talking about, I don't have an issue with those scenes for the aura farming perspective. I don't. That's not what I'm saying. My main issue
gets the same one line through
was the writing behind those scenes.
Things we love, we know and love, and
are under like
farming.
Because I know the main story
anytime
also
any of those things about, I don't have an
I'm
issue
looking
with
at the
those
writing.
scenes.
I don't care if you aura
for the aura
all that shit you're talking about. I think those are the best moments of Black Clover.
That's not what I'm saying.
I know that.
My main issue was
I
the
don't have an issue with aura farming. It's the writing behind the scenes. I'm saying.
under the specific
Like, you can have it.
because I know
I
the
think
main
Black Clover is so
story
good. If it was still on its own 2 feet, I don't think he needs to give
I'm looking at
Casey a mode to
I don't care
everybody
if aura
else.
from
I think they could do some
all
of
of
the
that shit you talk.
I think the
I think those are
characters
the
are
best
that
moments
well
of Black
written.
Clover.
I think the
I know
power
that
system is
fight.
that. We don't have to be
I don't have
all,
an issue with the aura farming. It's the writing behind
but I
it.
don't. If you aura farm, that's
Like you can have it. I think
I don't know.
Black Clover is
I
so
think that's
good.
just like
If
an
it stood on
attribute
its
to
own 2
some
feet, I don't think he needs
animes
to
that they do.
give a KCM mode to
But
everybody
like
else. I think they
say
could do
the
some of the
attribute
shit.
to the
I think the characters
how
are
some characters are written.
so written.
But
I think the
yeah, I
power
don't have an
system
issue
is
with
that
that. Not at all.
we don't have to be Naruto anymore.
But I
I
want to
don't.
specify once again.
If
I
you
don't
aura farm, that's
Solo Leveling.
I
The
don't
writing behind it is super
know. I think that's
crazy.
just like tribute
It's not. It's not
some
what I'm saying.
animes if they do it or
I
not,
just think
or
that
like I say
the
attribute to the
overall
character, how some characters are written. But yeah, I don't
and this
have
I'll
an
say
issue with
this
that.
too,
Not at all.
because this is another thing that you
But
like
I want to specify
comments
once again. I don't think Solo Leveling, the writing behind it is so crazy. That's not.
Research Black
what I'm
Clover over
saying.
JJ.
I just think that
I feel you on
the
half.
overall and this I'll say this too, because this is the thing that you and a lot of other like Bleach
for not having like a specific
get on
goal or like
so forth. I say like Zop.
purpose of
Research is Black Clover over JJK and Solo.
But you feel like that's not enough
half of that
for like the story.
I feel you completely
Okay.
agree.
Y'all get on Ichigo for not having like a specific like goal or like
I don't. I
purpose.
understand
So
Ichigo's goal.
like,
He just wants to protect his family and friends. That's all you
but
need for
like
your
that's
goal.
but like the story.
Xavier says
No, I think
Xavier
I think they
says
just do a
Solo,
bad
Black
job at
Clover, JJK.
making that apparent for
Solo.
him. Because
Yeah,
every
I'm
situation
with you, man.
him
Xavier,
going through
we
emotion.
here.
They show his friends going through emotion, and then they just show Ichigo there to support his friends, which is cool. But you need to show Ichigo the one to
Fair.
quickly go through this problem. Like the whole order he made.
Xavier says Solo, Black Clover, JJK.
Off enjoyment, yes.
As far as his
Off
list, or as
enjoyment.
far as like your.
Well, then you know it's crazy. I take that back because I enjoy
Okay.
off enjoyment. I think
sure.
JJK there was I enjoyed JJK. Watching it, I enjoyed the shit out of
Facts.
it. I just don't.
Black
enjoy
Clover
it.
got good. Black Clover is good.
No, I take that back. JJK's right.
As far as
W list.
this, or as far as like your
Yeah, as far as Xavier's, because I'm looking back, I'm rewatched Black Clover way more than I rewatched JJK. So to me, I feel like if it has more of a rewatch value, you want to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I can understand Freeman's writing, and I see why it's critically acclaimed one of the top. It just got called anime.
Yeah,
I
makes
see
super
why.
And the MC's age.
I'm just not that type of nigga. I prefer a little more cutthroat shit. So give me Solo for sure. Give me Kaiju for sure. You think? Like
Freeman
that
was
was
like
the
that.
tendencies of why I like shit. Like I was brought up in a military family, so like Kaiju and Ray makes all sense in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like certain shit just makes sense to me. So I will talk to some other people. They'll tell me, nah, bro, Freeman. Like I know some. People will tell me Freeman is like that.
I'm waiting to have a conversation with you, man.
Me and Rob was
waiting to have a
arguing. This was like, yo, Freeman, Sabo. I'm like, yo, why is this even a conversation? Anime Sundays, Life with Anime podcast. Like, I'm sitting here like, yo, y'all dead ass believe it. This shit is crazy. Maybe I need to finish. I gotta. I'm so watching the 28 episodes now to figure out what is being said.
Xavier says Free Reign with Mark Sabo for sure. That's interesting.
But I get why. Like that's just off the.
It's a lot of people in her corner.
About the enjoyment free.
Zah says
because I'm a show.
He's just playing
guy. I like him, so I can understand that. I know where my bias is. That's all I can identify.
See, and I feel like
Xavier says Free Reign with Mark
Sabo. I'm trying to get my mom back. My family. I don't want to go in there. I don't want to go to the island with the ants. That was strong. I'm here to, I just got my mom back.
Let me see. Zaz
I'm about to be here for
is playing his goal, but
I don't know.
it's just kind of boring.
That's enough for me.
See, I feel like
because I know at the end of the day he's going to box.
I'm trying to get my mom back. I'm protecting my family. I don't want to go in.
I think the fandom is stupid.
I want to go to
not wanting their character to show some type of development throughout the course of the show. I enjoyed the episode where his mom woke up.
I don't know. That's enough.
Never ending disease.
I know
she was the first person to ever wake up from
these people. Like
they say, doctor.
I think the fandom is stupid for not wanting the character to show some type of development throughout the course of the show.
She did what?
I enjoyed the episode where his mom.
I was happy for Soulful. I don't
Never
I mean,
disease.
I don't know. I don't even want to say those are solo level. That's just a section of the fandom.
Say, doctor, your patient.
It's also fair.
He said she did what? I was happy for Soulful. I was. I don't know. I don't even want to say those are solo level. That's just a section of fandom.
Yes, I never watched Freeman. I thought it was Pokemon for the longest.
Also fair.
They crashed the server just to dislike
Freeman versus Sabo.
And it's because a lot of them is going to get
an
action-packed episode of nothing but pure light.
Okay, master.
Like that.
Wow.
Bro says, no BS, I never watched Freeman. I thought it was a Pokemon for the longest. About Freeman versus Sabo. Freeman. Hey, don't handle my light work.
My thing about this, Xavier, the last comment you made is I have a big aptitude about how we do magic, and magic is only this valid if you reverse equalize this, right? So if I were to say magic would equate to fruit or hockey, and why is Sabo any slouch? That's the problem. Sabo is a top tier within the verse. And you know what's crazy? You don't have to Sabo's like that. You don't have to. I bet you in this series he is though. Bet you he is. And then on top of that, just to note, if this shit is all you know what? It's not even about the hacks that she has. It's what is actually what can she what how does how they factor against each other. Hockey, magic, all that. So that's just me. If you're thinking that Freeland is dusting Sabo and you or like I don't see how you think Sabo isn't slouch. I would think you probably
catch up, man. I want to talk to you about it.
I don't know what for me, even with the magic that I see her doing, I still need to see that getting past Congress. So like, I'm not really seeing much of where this is.
Yeah. I want to talk to you about it.
That's what I'm saying. The things that I've seen Freeland admit to in the show with magic so far, I was trying not to talk like perception blitzes and all that because by that definition, a lot of perception blitz and a lot of other.
I don't know. We'll have a conversation.
I don't want to get that. Now it's just fair for Freeland. Literally.
Let's see. I just think Freeland is.
That's why I was wondering, how do people? What are we taking into factor when they say Freeland like that?
It doesn't.
I don't want somebody.
We'll have a conversation when we get done. We'll talk about it then. Let's see. I just think Freeland is an OP.
That don't tell me nothing. Don't tell me nothing, especially with, like how does magic and hockey factor?
Right? I was just about to say.
Just don't tell that.
This is mandatory.
And if you verse equalize it, like I said, she gets perception splits. She don't even get a chance to really put a hand on
highlights, key moments. I like seeing Saul get down.
But look, let's get back to the chapter now. We did a little.
So if you'd like to join and talk about your points of the chapter as well.
To be fair, it's not like a bunch of talk about the chapter.
Like I said, yeah, I like the introduction to the teachers.
Key moments. I like seeing.
I like how they describe.
I don't know what.
Whoever devil fruit
I was talking about earlier.
They got like
so
the kids asleep, walking in a line.
Talk about your points of the chapter.
I like how they
you're welcome to do so.
What's good, Zah?
Like I said, yeah, I like the introduction to the features.
My favorite thing about this chapter
I like how they describe
getting the breakdown.
Whoever devil fruit.
Okay.
They said they got like the kids asleep, walking in a line.
All of the children.
I like how
nightmares are basically being animated into real life.
What up?
Somewhat, I guess, life scale.
Glad you're here, man.
What I really want to know.
My favorite thing about this chapter,
I know for you,
getting the breakdown of,
and that's fine.
Okay.
But I'm really curious to know what their like animated state is.
The children's worst nightmares are basically being animated
compared
to
the reality that they're
in. Somewhat, I guess, life scale.
Joy Boy that we got running around.
What I really want to know is,
I know how to, because they got the sword, they got the shield, and it's based off the perception.
But I'm really curious to know what
their
like, animated state is.
So is it parallel? Is it
compared to the reality?
Because some children believe
like this fake Joy Boy that we got running around.
Fake, Gear Evil, Gear 5. Yeah.
Because they got the sword, they got the shield. And
some of these children believe, and this is he already knows.
Children
some of these kids believe that Joy Boy was a savior.
So is it
parallel?
Is it over? Because some
so we don't even really just know.
And you might want to hop out for a second for
which version.
Ree a big boy, man. He hear us. Let that man.
Some of these children,
you know how we rock.
He already knows this. Some of the kids believe that Joy Boy was a savior to Elbaz. Other kids believe he would destroy Elbaz. Yeah. So we don't even really just know.
Yeah. It's
for real, which version.
I like how one of the kids was looking at the
Valdo
status. Like,
says
yo, my mom. That shit was
Oh
funny.
yeah. His mom was one
That
of his
shit was
fears, bro.
hilarious.
That shit's crazy.
That shit was hilarious. My uncle beat that ass, nigga.
Okay, good job, Ray. Don't turn it down. We don't want you to get spoiled for tomorrow.
Yeah. It's crazy things going
I
on.
feel you. Even Mark got spoiled for some of it as
Valdo
well.
It's
says,
funny that you
I mean,
now
Matt.
choosing to leave. I did say let's get back to the chapter. That was
Let me
the big
see.
indication.
Who says can Usopp lift Loki's
Nah,
hammer?
re-listen to
Well,
a
before we
lot.
get to that,
Re-listen
what's
to a
y'all
lot.
interpretation
He's
on
spoiled. He's spoiled. I don't care what anyone said.
these figures
He
that
he knows a
appear, like
lot, a
just how
little bit more
strong
about that
relative
chapter.
to
He's not
the
going in blind.
limitations they are?
I feel you. Even Mark got spoiled for some of it as well. I mean, Matt. Let me see. Who says can Usopp lift Loki's hammer? Well, before we get to that, what's y'all interpretation on these figures that appear, like just how strong relative to the limitations they are?
I actually don't know. I think that's gonna be fun to see happen.
Yeah.
I'll say this though.
Yeah.
I say that the fears all do seem like real things from things before, like how they got a dragon there, Fenrir, you know, Jormungandr. It seems like the Kraken's there.
For sure.
Well, like they got a lot of things. They got like fake Zeus. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
A lot of interesting things there. So I thought I like the skeleton that's there too. It gives some credence to like Brook. You know? Maybe Brook might have something to do with it.
For sure.
Oh, I did hear something funny. BDA Law said that when Straw Hats enter MVP mode, they're liable to put up 30, right? But Brook and Whole Cake Island put up 50. So, I gotta attack that. So what did Jinbei put up if that's the case? I just want to know. If Brook put up 50, what do y'all think he put up?
Put up 65. All right.
I'm okay with
and it's crazy because I think you two are going off of different
MVP
scales.
put up 30.
He put up 65.
He said
okay.
Brook puts up 50.
He put up 65.
Okay.
He put up 65.
What's your answer, Scopes?
If Brook put up 50, Zah said 65.
Crazy, I think you two are going off of different scales.
I'm going off of his scale right now.
I say
He said, this is not my scale at all. I'm going off of his scale.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask this to
Wait, are you
if Brook put up 50,
that was 65. But Kezi, are you invalidating Brook's 50? Whether or not Jinbei gets to 60?
Yeah, I'd say
Brook went off for more than 50.
No, I'm not listening to that. Jinbei got 10 points boost over him just by putting the cup down and not being afraid of Big Mom. That's easy 10 points right there.
Because are you invalidating Brook's 50? Whether or not Jinbei?
Nah, I'm not.
Okay. But what did Luffy do in?
Just tell me what you give it Jinbei.
He just wants to give. He wants to make sure Jinbei.
Jinbei don't even. You gotta be more. I just want to see how. I want to see where the bias is with the fandom. That's why I'm gonna ask everyone this question.
Okay, tell me, Sanji.
If MVP mode gives you 30, Brook did 50. What did Jinbei do?
But what did
tell me, Sanji
in Whole Cake?
What
did Luffy do in Whole Cake? What's the number you would give?
Luffy's the MVP.
Luffy doesn't count. Luffy doesn't count.
He's off rip than MVP. It's his show. He legit fights Katakuri. He fought the army. He fought Cracker. Let's not even play that.
He got Luffy's like that too. I can't do that. I can't do that.
I'm with Zah. Let's just leave Luffy out there. He's definitely putting up 30 every arc.
Tell me, Sanji.
What I'm saying, Sanji put up.
Yeah.
I say between 20 and 30.
I'd give him 30. Yeah, I give him 30 because he baked the cake. He saved his family. Yeah, that's about right.
Got Luffy back to the ship.
Got Luffy back to the ship. Kinda.
As I said, between 20 and 30.
He broke Carrot. I gave him 35.
No, I'm just saying where y'all at.
And Pudding. Whatever her name was. Once he did that set all the shit into motion. You got to give him that because it was
But
honest
I'm
and
supposed to
genuine.
lose that
That's
fight.
one thing I'll give Sanji about that.
Then I'll give him. Then I'll give him 30. I ain't going. I ain't going no higher than 30.
Yeah, no,
I'll give him.
no.
I'll give him. I'll give him 30 for MVP status. Though
Yeah.
half that shit was his fault virtually.
Yeah, Brooks
I
stood up
shouldn't.
to
I
her, but
shouldn't.
like you
I
also have to
shouldn't be
understand,
scaled to
he lost
Jinbei.
that fight, whereas
I shouldn't be scaled to Jinbei.
Jinbei literally didn't give into everything that was killing his. But Big Mom was killing her own kids. Remember, she killed her own son,
Jinbei stands up to her and literally embarrasses her.
and
I
then he
should
does it
not
again
be
on the ship.
scaled
He
to
knocks her off the
Jinbei.
ship too,
Yeah,
two
so I
Like
don't.
a
times,
I
six,
don't.
two
7 nigga
times.
on the
Listen,
Brooke.
I don't want to go over the Jinbei points. Y'all don't. If I
No,
have to
I'm
go
not
over the
talking to you. I'm
Jinbei
talking
points,
to Xavier. I'm
how
talking
Yeah,
to
many
Xavier.
times
I'm
Jinbei put
talking
up a
about my
3, or
50.
he's like,
Me getting
let me
my
lay up or
50.
dunk this bitch. I promise you, it's gonna be. He got like 8 different plot points to go over.
I'm
See,
agreeing.
So
I should
I'm
not be
not talking about
scaled
power.
to Jinbei.
I'm not talking about
I'm like
power.
the six on the Brook.
we're not scaling in the gym. I'm not scaling him power wise. I'm talking about what he did for
what he
significance
did,
in the
yeah,
arc,
we're talking
bro.
about.
My
Significance in the fucking arc. This has nothing to do with a power level. You just said it yourself. I'm not a power
That's not
scaler.
what I'm
You said
saying. I'm
Kez is not a
saying
power
me
scaler.
getting
I
my
am not power
50
scaling
as
shit that
Brooke
Brooke did.
I'm not
is
I am
different
literally saying
than
Important.
Brooke
I'm
getting
literally
his
saying of
60,
importance
65.
to the arc. That's why I'm letting him
That's
keep
all
his
I'm
50
saying.
because the shit he did was very fucking important.
I
But
gave
if you
that
think
too.
by any margin we're not going to talk about how important shit Jimmy
But
did,
but
you're
but my
shitting
50
yourself, bro.
is
know
a
what I'm saying.
different
I'm
50.
saying
You're
me
not even
getting my
expecting my
50
50.
as Brook is
I'm in the
different
finals for the
than
clutch for you.
Jinbei getting his 60,
That's so it's like
65.
damn,
I
get
agree.
That's
shit.
all.
I didn't even
Like I
give
remember when
Jinbei
Nick Foles
60,
won a
65.
championship
I
for
gave
his
him
I
that.
fans
gave
for the
I
year.
that
actually,
Yeah, he gave him
that's
that
fair.
too. He gave
That's
him that
fair.
too. Yeah.
That's
but
fair. I
but
was just letting you know.
50 is a different figure. You're not even expecting my 50
I agree. Yeah, that's
in the
Brooke. Yeah,
finals
we
for
know.
the
Yeah.
clutch figure.
It's like
That's so it's like damn
I
good
feel like you
shit.
feel on at least
Like remember
10
when
year old.
Nick Foles won a championship for the NFL for the
Hmm.
Eagles? Nigga wasn't expecting Nick Foles to. The Eagles wasn't expecting
He's
him.
a side. Yeah, I get it. He's a side.
Yo,
He's a bench player.
Xavier, list how many points you got for Brooke to have 70 points. I just want to hear how you got him up
Yeah,
to 70 on
yeah, you
God,
kind
bro.
of wild.
Like he
Yeah, you
has
kind of wilding.
Because
You kind
niggas
of
don't even
wilding
do
on that.
70 points on the court for real. So
Yeah,
I'm actually scaling this to a real basketball game. That's why BDA law said we giving them MVP 30 points because 30 points for an MVP means you were
They
that
should be
nigga every
hmm
game.
those are
So if you giving him 50, it means you were the only player. You were damn near the only player on the fucking board. You know what I'm saying? So
see
I want
y'all
to hear
thought
all the things that Brooke did. Let me see. Brooke, Mama Caramel's picture, one. Sent Big Mom into a craze. That was all with that one motion. So if you want to count it for 2, fuck it, I'll count it for 2. Because it still ain't up to Jinbei's, but that's good. Stood up to Big Mom, outsmarted her. I'll give her that. Give you that. What's it called? And stole the
No.
poneglyph. 4, right? I'll give you some extra points that you didn't give to him. Fuck standing up to Big Mom. He was able to
did we
render
talk
her
about did we talk
Or
homies
power.
useless,
with
Yeah,
Big
yeah.
and
Mom?
He
was
was one of
able
the
to
first ones.
cut. That's 5 points, and was able to
Mhm.
cut through one of her main homies.
Yep.
In Zeus. That's 6. Brooke got
But
6 points,
but
right? Is there
should I
anything
be
else
lasting
I'm
this
missing
long with
before I
Big
go over
Mom?
the Jinbei bag?
No, that's it.
Okay.
Did we talk about Brooks' fight with Big Mom?
But that's a feat in itself as
Don't do that because
well.
then I go backwards.
Because that's not really a
No, but I'm
fight. That's
saying
It's not
kind of
really a
that
fight.
like
so
She
that
knows
it's
it.
a
too,
distraction. It's a
and the
distraction.
fact that
Should I
I'm
be
actually
He
doing
already
this and
said
I'm not even supposed to be doing
he
this as well.
outsmarted her.
The
He
fact that I'm
outsmarted her.
even
Yeah,
lasting
look,
this long,
should you be lasting this long? No, but you
but you,
outsmarted her. So I'm going
but
to
that's a
let you
feat in
rock with
itself as
that.
well.
I just gave it. He said he outsmarted her. I gave him the feed. What do
No,
you
but
mean?
I'm
that can be.
saying that too, and the fact that I'm actually doing this and I'm not even
So
supposed to
that
be
can be
doing this as
true.
well.
No.
The
I'm
That
fact
not
that
can
giving
be
I'm
him. I'm not
true,
even
giving him that because
and
lasting
she
this
didn't.
also
long.
I'm
the
not
way
giving him that
she's.
because she did not want
But
to kill him. She wanted him for her collection. She did not want to She did not want to literally off the nigga, bro.
all I'm
That's
saying is
she's literally
that
fighting
can
because
be
she wants
true.
him part of the collection.
But
She
me
literally
having this
had
fight with Big
sleeping
Mom
with him
and how long
afterwards.
it takes for her to
Come on,
actually
So
man.
that
What are
subdue
you
me
doing?
without
Don't
killing me
be.
says something
that
too
can be
when I'm the
true,
7th
and
nigga on the
also
When
court.
I do
the
the
way
same
And
for
this is y'all
Jinbei,
thought.
hold that same, keep
Like,
that
come
same
on,
energy,
that's
folks. Because now you're about to make me get like 10 points out of Jimmy, bro. It's crazy.
all I'm saying is that can be true, But me having this fight with Big
It's a
Mom and how
Yonko.
long it
Even a
takes for her
Yonko
to
holding
actually
back
subdue
is
me
a
without
feat
killing
for
me
me to
says
handle.
something too when I'm the 7th nigga on the crew. And this is a Yonko. Like,
Not when she's in.
that,
Not when she's literally holding back and
That's more
fighting.
than my
And we
point.
know she's holding back because
Yeah,
we've seen her fight for real in Wano.
that's more than
Mm,
my
So we know that's not shit, bro.
it's
She
a
is holding back.
Yonko. Even a
And
Yonko
She's
holding
holding
back
back
she's
too.
is
playing with her food.
But
What are you
your
yeah.
talking
floor
about?
is still
Like
way
you
above
made
my
okay. So let me ask you a
max.
question: Can Big
That's
Mom
the
not
point.
one shot the shit out of Brooke?
My best
that's
game
more
is a
than my
low game
point.
for you.
Yeah.
You score 50
That's
on the
more than
regular. A
my
50
point.
for me
She's the
is,
one holding back, bro.
nigga, I
She's
just had an
choosing
all-star
not to off
season.
the nigga. She's
You're
See,
starting
fighting him,
way up here
choosing
for
not to
your
off
base.
him.
I'm down
but
here. You're a
floor
Yonko.
is still way above my
That would be
max.
like
That's the point.
a 2-year swordsman going up against
My
Afro
best
Samurai.
game
You
is
got
a
the
low
number one
game
head
for
game.
you.
Oh shit, I
You score
live.
50 on the
You know
regular.
who
A
Afro
50 for
Samurai
me
is? Nigga, I
is,
just got in the
nigga,
swordsmanship.
I just had an all-star season. You're starting
But
way
that's
up
a
here for
testament
your
to
base.
itself.
I'm
Just like
down
with
here.
Zoro.
You're a Yonko.
Mihawk could have killed Zoro, but the fact that
That
you
would be
even
like
went with him and
a,
lived, that says
a
something to your
2-year
name
swordsman
too.
going up against
And a nigga
Afro
actually stopped
Samurai. He
Mihawk
got
and
the number
lived.
one headband. Oh shit, I live. You know who Afro Samurai is?
Yeah,
Nigga, I just
if Afro Samurai is the
All
one
right,
choosing not to
go
kill
ahead,
you,
bro.
yes, and that
I'm
makes
ready to
perfect
hear
sense.
you
Afro
list it,
Samurai
bro.
wants to
just like
test your skill. He's not killing you.
Mihawk could have
You
killed Zoro, but the fact that you even like went with him and lived, that says something to your name too. Like, damn, that nigga actually stopped
my
Mihawk and
Yes,
lived.
and we get
my
it.
role
You're the
player
only
is
skeleton to
putting
have
up
slept with Big Mom.
all-star
What we fucking
numbers.
do,
We're
coach?
gonna
Like, what are we
champion
doing,
him.
bro?
All right, go ahead, bro.
My role
I'm ready to
player
hear your
is putting
list,
up
I'm
man.
just saying, what are
all-star
we doing,
numbers.
bro?
We're
Like,
gonna champion him.
and no one
It's the
gives
finals.
Zoro the
We
credit for
needed
that. We
that.
just said Zoro did
Thank
it and
you.
got
Good shit.
guessed. All I hear from
We're
that
gonna
moment is, oh,
champion
he
him.
got beat with a
We're
butter
going
knife.
to.
That's all I
That's just what's
fucking
gonna
hear. So I don't
happen.
know what you're
My
talking about.
role
No one out here in the story is saying, oh,
numbers.
Zoro did that. Zoro did that.
But
Zoro
listen
gets
to how we
slandered
talk
for
about
that,
My
his
bro.
feet. Like, look at listen to
role
all this
player
negative
is
energy
putting
around
up
his feet.
all-star numbers. We're gonna champion him. It's the finals. We needed that. Thank you. Good shit. We're
Why can't
gonna
you enjoy
champion it.
towards his
We're
feet?
going to. That's just what's gonna
I
happen.
mean, I gave him the point for it. I
So
said he
what's the
outsmarted the
argument?
bitch, right? I don't know what more you want from me.
That
You
Jinbei's
want me
feats
to
are better, or
take
just
off
that
my
he
shirt
doesn't
and
do
give
it?
it? Like,
Like
what do you want, bro?
negative
He
energy
Should
around
I
perfect.
feet.
like should
Xavier,
I rip my
you
flag
hit
down?
on it
Like,
now. He said
what you
Brooke
want me to
is
do,
Finals
bro? Like,
MVP equal dollar. You shouldn't be getting this
Why can't
MVP,
we
nigga. You're not
just
nowhere
enjoy
near
this
one of the
feat
best
for
I
what
players
this
on this
feat's worth?
team.
did. I
But you
gave him
stepped
the
the
feet.
fuck up.
What,
We
coach? What
when
do you
we
really
went
So
to
want
what's
from
lunch,
me
the
right now?
you handled
argument
that
I didn't
shit. Good
that
shit, Iggy.
bring an argument. I
This shit really
gave
should
him
go
the
to
feet.
Steph,
You the
but
one that keep going on
here,
about
you
it,
did what you
huh?
did. That's Brooke.
perfect Xavier?
We're gonna
You hit it on the
champion
nail.
our
He
role
said
player,
Brooke is
putting up
Finals
the big
MVP
numbers
equal
when
dollar.
it
You
matters the
shouldn't be
most.
getting this MVP,
Zah, how
nigga.
you
You're not
feeling, bro?
nowhere near one of the best players on this team. But you stepped the fuck up. We when we needed you the most, you handled that shit. Good shit, Iggy. This shit really should go to Steph, but here, you did what you did. That's Brooke. We're gonna champion our role player for putting up the big numbers when it matters the most. Zah, are you feeling me?
I understand, but I'm
And that's
also
cool.
I literally said I never compared
Cool.
him because once again, Jinbei was not a straw hat at this point.
I
If
agree.
we
I
are
was gonna mention that.
talking
I was
about
gonna
the
mention that.
MVPs of the straw hats, I've always said give it to Brooke, but I do understand when it talks about who did more, I still give it to Jinbei because
Listen,
remember,
I'm with you. Give it
Cool.
to Brooke, bro. Give it to Brooke.
Cool.
we've always agreed.
Yeah,
I've always said
we
that.
give it to Brooke.
You got to give it to Brooke. Brooke, he broke the thing. He got the poneglyphs. He did that, but I do understand. Even when I went back and watched Whole Cake, you got to say Jinbei motivated the crew when they were lost. They could have died at that point.
Bro,
People
bro,
forget
listen.
about that.
Listen, let me go over the bag, bro. Let me go over the bag. If we don't need if Jinbei's not there, we don't link with a gang compose, a gang base.
That's true.
One. If
That plane
Jinbei's if
doesn't even
Jinbei's
go in.
exactly if Jinbei's not there, we don't let me see what else. Yeah. We don't escape the prison that the nigga was about to die in and get left in.
Luffy
Literally
and
dying, right?
Luffy and Nami. Yeah.
If Jinbei's not there, we don't kick Big Mom off the ship. Right, that part. If Jinbei's not there, we don't even get Brooke back with the poneglyph. That's four. So Brooke, I should count that as two because it's Brooke, a crew member. We need to get him back. We retrieved him. and the pony whip. So since y'all want to cut corners with Brook and give him extra points, let me do that to Jinbei too. You feel me? Right. So another point. If it's not for Jinbei, we don't get into the green room and escape Big Mom's fleet. That's 6 points. Six points there. Right. If it's not for Jinbei, Luffy doesn't even get to Wano because we get caught up by Big Mom and her fleet at the end of the arc. 7 points. Right. I'm already over Brook. Brook had 6.
That's overfarming right
Jinbei's
there.
at 7
I
right
thought you don't like that.
Oh yeah, remember that time Jinbei he told the
That's
bitch I was gonna leave your
overfarming.
crew and join a real pirate crew? Yeah, and then that got told on her in the papers how it was Jinbei embarrassed. So that's what, 8, 9? Okay. Right. So we had 9 points. I told you
I
gonna
got
get
a
me Jinbei to
response.
10.
That's overfarming right there.
No, you can give. I know he got
I
more
told you
points.
gonna get Jinbei to 10. You thought it was a
I know he
game.
got
I
more.
told you. You can say what you want. I told you he was gonna get Jinbei to 10.
No,
You
he
cut
got more than
corners,
that.
So I ended up giving Brook an extra point. But cool. I'm gonna give Jinbei the points, bro. I'm gonna give Jinbei the points every time, bro. I'm gonna give
Got a
him.
response.
That's 9 of them, bro. I'm just saying.
I have the
And I don't
perfect
even
parallel.
think I'm finished. Let me go ahead. Give
I
me your
have
next point. Let
I
me
have the
keep thinking.
perfect parallel.
I agree with the comments. It is hard to put Jinbei up against someone like Brook because Brook, once again, he's kind of like Robin.
No,
They're that side character. No, I understand what you about to say. I'm just saying
you
I have the
don't.
I
perfect parallel.
You
I
don't, Zah.
understand. I understand a little bit,
You
but
don't
I
because you don't know
understand
what
what.
I was gonna say.
Another
You
reason why
don't
we
because you don't know what I was
championing
gonna
for
say.
him.
Go
And this
ahead.
is actually a new intricate part of the argument that I've noticed. Don't when we talk about MVPs and Straw Hats, multiple Straw
Can I tell
Hats
y'all my
probably are
parallel? I feel like I have the
contesters
perfect
for
parallel.
multiple arc MVP lines, right?
That's very true.
I loved
Brook
all of
doesn't
your
have
Jinbei
any.
points.
Whole Cake is
I
his
agree
own
with all of your
fucking
Jinbei
arc.
points. Probably even
Another
more.
reason why we champion.
That's why he get.
I think all
I'm
of those
telling you,
things
the
that you
bias
stated
goes to
happened.
Brook for these reasons, and I get it.
I
You know what
think
I'm
we
saying?
don't
It's okay. That's what we should do. You
we
feel
don't
me?
leave
Straight up.
we don't
Can I tell
finish
you?
Whole Cake successful
I feel
without
like I have the
Jinbei.
perfect
I
parallel.
agree with all of that. Because
I loved all of
we
your
was
Jinbei
locked
points.
up before
I agree with all of your
Jinbei even
Jinbei
came to
points. I
unlock
believe
Do you
more
really?
the prison.
I think all
And
of
Luffy
those
about to
things
rip off his
that you
arms.
stated happened. I
That's
think we
fact.
don't
So I'm not disagreeing with that.
leave.
My
We don't
parallel is
finish
because you
Whole
named way
Cake
more points
successful
for
without
Jinbei
Jinbei.
than
I agree with all of that.
Brook.
As a
Because
city girl would say, period.
We was
perfect
locked up
parallel.
before
The
Jinbei even
Boston
came to
Celtics
unlock
last year
us. We
won
was
the
in the
NBA
prison,
Finals.
Yep.
and Luffy about to rip off.
Zah, I know you watched the
I
finals.
mentioned that.
Keji,
Trust
did
me, I
you
mentioned
catch that series?
Fact. So I'm not disagreeing with that. My parallel
Okay,
is
boom.
because you named way
So
more
what you
points
didn't
for
see
Jinbei than
in the one games is
Brook,
I
which
think
is true.
that
Yeah,
the
3
final
more points.
series and like
Precisely.
the
Perfect parallel.
conference final
The
series,
Boston Celtics last
it
year
was
won the
clear
NBA Finals.
Jason Tatum, the number
So,
one
Mhm.
option,
I know you watched the finals.
statistically
Yep.
Did you
had more
catch that series?
like on
1 or
his
2 games, not
stat
every game.
sheet. I was better than
Okay,
Jaylen
boom.
Brown.
So what you
But
didn't
when
see
you looked at
in the 1 or 2
Jaylen
games
Brown
is I'll say
in
that
the
the
game
final series
and
and
how
like
he hit
the
like
conference
clutch moment
final
shots,
series, it was
that's
clear
what got him conference
Jason
finals
Tatum, the
MVP
number one option,
and NBA finals
statistically
MVP. Even though
had more
Jason Tatum had a
points
better stat line
like
than
on
their
his
every
stat
column.
sheet that
It
was
was
better than
clear
Jaylen Brown.
watching Jaylen Brown
But when
hoop.
we looked at
He's the reason
Jaylen
we really
Brown's
won.
influence of the game
Key moments
and
and
how
key
he
reasons,
hit like
key
clutch
shots of what
moment
he did.
shots,
But
that's
Jason
what
Tatum
got
for sure has a better
him
stat
conference
line.
finals MVP and
But we
NBA
gotta
finals
give him the
MVP.
MVP.
Even
That's
though Jason
literally how
Tatum had a
Brook
better
gets it for
stat
Whole
line
Cake.
than their
It's
every
not that
column.
Jimmy doesn't
Mhm.
have
It was
more.
clear watching Jaylen Brown hoop. He's the reason we really
I
won.
Yep.
Key moments and key reasons, key shots of what he did. But Jason Tatum for sure has a better stat line.
right.
But we gotta give him the MVP. That's literally how Brook gets it for Whole Cake. It's not that
I'm
Jimmy
not
doesn't
arguing
more.
for it. That is not my argument. Zah literally just told you that me and Zah have been come to the
Not taking
agreement
that
that
away. It's Jimmy.
Jinbei is technically not even Straw Hat yet.
Right.
So it really goes to Brook, and Brook is the MVP. I do believe. Same thing said in the comments. Yes, what Brook did, no one else
Jason
is getting
Tatum is ignored
facts.
for the
But who else
finals.
is
You
getting
look at
Brook?
Jaylen Brown because he got MVP. But
Who's getting
we're
Brook from
gonna
Big
look
Mom?
when we're
Not
talking
taking
about.
it away.
But you know that's not
Right, and like I said, I'm
other
still not
arcs.
even trying to take that away from Brook,
In
bro.
other
Let him
arcs,
have MVP.
there's an
You're just
MVP,
not going to sit there and
and it's seldom
Jinbei
that
is
we
an
just talk
ignored
about the
character to
sidekick
this
with
topic.
the second
That's
place
my
as
problem.
well. Like
He
we'll
gets
talk
no
about
flowers
the
for
moment,
this.
but
for the
every time we
finals.
bring up
You look at Jalen
MVP, we
Brown
don't
because he
always
got
just talk
that.
about
Fuck
the second or
Jason
third
Tatum.
character,
But we're gonna look when we're
no
talking
matter what
about.
else they
Fuck
do.
Jason
But you
But if
know
Tatum.
it's
that's
Zero's
not the
arc,
case.
Luffy's arc, we talk
In
about
other
MVP.
arcs,
We can't look at it
in
any different.
other arcs,
Okay, just
there's
because
an
it broke this
MVP,
time.
and
And
it's
this is his
seldom that we
150-point
just talk
game.
about the
We got a
side
champion
character
in
who
that
was in
shit, bro.
second place as well. Like we'll talk about him for like a key moment, but anytime we bring up MVP, we don't always just talk about the second or
Do
third
you think
character,
Jimmy doesn't get any
no matter
credit?
what else they did. Whether if it's Zero's arc, Luffy's arc, we talk about the MVP. We can't look at it any different for Whole Cake just because it's Brook this time, and it's just his 150-point game. We got a champion in
Nobody's
that shit.
looking at it differently. I'm saying it, all I'm saying is give my boy a little more credit. That's all I'm saying. Once again, coach, you
Do
keep
you think
harping
that
on
he
points
doesn't
that
get
I
any
haven't
credit?
done. He doesn't. Who talks about it? Who have you caught in the fandom that talks about it besides me, Michael? Legit. Like, be real about it. Be real about it. You too, Zah. Who have you heard talk about this besides me? Who? Whenever when people bring up MVP, they don't
So
even,
I'll
or who did what in Whole Cake. Nobody even
so
brings.
I'll say
People jump to. People say Brook and move on fast as shit.
Yeah.
Thank you. Like, who have you heard say this besides me? Before you met me, tell me another nigga that had this argument. On God. What fan did you see under what post that was like, yo, Jimmy is him?
Nah, not many
Crickets.
people.
so
Crickets.
Not many
Crickets.
people.
So
I
Thank
gotta
you.
agree with
Just
him
be
on this
real
one.
about it. Just
so
be real
what
about it.
else?
That's all I'm saying. Don't sit there and try to think and then imagine, oh, remember that time in 2023 I had this argument with this guy. He was saying Jinbei was him. Don't lie about it. Just say it. No one argues for Jinbei, bro. No one.
Anyway,
That's all
MVP
I'm
on Wano
saying.
was Otama. MVP on Wano was Otama.
I ain't gonna lie
so
to you.
what else?
I get that to Zoro. It's not as Luffy himself for sure taking it. I definitely give Wano MVP. I'm a big Wano. He's putting work from the time he touched down.
So Otama got the Beast Pirates. Uh, she
She
got
had
them
a
to shake
very
his ass.
major play. So you
Hmm
could say she's the MVP of the actual raid. You can say if you say MVP of the raid, you can say
Yeah.
Tom. I'm not gonna say MVP to the whole of Wano. I'm gonna say that's Zoro.
But that's not fair. That's Sanji's arc
Raid of
though.
only
It's
God you
about
I
that's not fair. That's not fair.
And
It's
because
literally a
it's easy
backstory
to
into his
give it
life
to
when he
I
was a child.
always try. It's always
That's
easy to give it to Luffy and Zoro, so I
Look,
kind of like try
Look.
to.
Xavier's right. Look, when it comes to whole cake,
but
they
I
say
could understand
Sanji
if
before
people
they
said
even
that
say
though.
Jinbei
Hmm
for MVP.
And
but
I've never
that's not
said
fair.
that.
That's Sanji's arc, though. It's about
Exactly.
that's not
But that
fair.
you can
That's not.
understand why the fandom would
It's
say
literally a
that for
backstory into
his
his life when he was a child.
I've never
So
said
That's
you
Sanji over
can.
Jinbei.
I just
These are more
I've
other
never,
people.
even if it is his arc, I never
I
had
mean,
neither.
yeah,
I've
Sanji's,
never
but
never
even
put
But you can
he
Sanji.
didn't
understand if people
he
say
didn't
No, I
that.
even
do.
he
I
didn't
do.
even
Sanji's
get the
arc, that whole
1v1,
cake
bro.
finished
He
up his
didn't even get a
backstory. It
1v1.
rounded him out
That's his
as
arc,
a
bro.
character of what we knew
But
about him
Yeah.
in the
you can
past.
understand why the
Like
fandom would say that still for his arc.
it's his.
So
It,
you
bro, that
can't.
with the
I think
cigarette,
These
that's
are
what
my what
Sanji fans would
that's a
say.
key moment in One Piece.
I mean, yeah,
That
Sanji.
live ass
But
lighter he
even just
pulls
like
out
with the
when
continuation of
he's
the
in the
plot of the
rain.
story, Sanji's arc, that whole
Is
thing
but
finished
it
up his
leads to the
backstory.
character
It rounded him
development,
out as
the
a
progression
character of what
of
we
the
knew about
story,
him
though.
in the
Because that
past.
moment was
Like,
crazy. That
it's his. He
I
got
can
his
see
heart,
why
bro.
the
That shit
fandom was.
with the cigarette. That's a key moment in One Piece. And that live ass lighter
Oh,
he
fat.
pulls
Yeah.
out when he's
Yeah,
That was
in the
I
rain.
ain't make him
that
MVP.
was
That's
Oro
fair.
Farmer.
But
That
it
was
leads to
hard.
the character development for the progression of the story,
Yeah,
though.
great
Because
for
that
the
moment
10.
was crazy.
I
I
was
can
I,
see
I was
why
gonna
the
help you out,
fandom would.
coach. I was gonna say one of his best moments when he's
Yeah, he
standing
got a
on the
good point for
table
that.
with his feet on fire after he done saved his family.
Yeah,
I
That's
was
the moment where I'm like,
I
yeah,
was going.
okay,
that's a dope moment. That's a fact.
I was
yeah.
Fair.
Oh, Pedro over Sanji for MVP. I get the sentiment,
what's
but
good,
that's
Jay?
more because he kind of like you know killed himself. Mm, I don't know. I still can't
What I
I
wanted to
still
say
can't give
about
Pedro
Jinbei,
that.
I think that
And the overall
Go
piece,
ahead,
speaking of,
Blue. I
it's
want
fair
to
for
see
you to
that.
feel
Go
like
ahead,
he's
Blue. Name
forgotten.
it.
oh boy.
That's
You
fair.
got Sanji with
Um,
10 points,
I
and
acknowledge his
Jimbe
points.
had 9. Fact.
I think
And
good, John.
go ahead,
I
get in
think
there.
no
Because
one who watches Whole
remember, I'm
Cake
still
doesn't
bringing up
remember
Jimbe.
Jinbei
I
like
stopped, but
being
go
in Whole
ahead.
Cake though. Like I feel like they see the value
Go
in
ahead,
What I
King.
wanted
Jinbei
to say
there,
about Jimbe,
which is
I
Yeah,
think
dope.
let's
that
leave this one
I
alone.
it's
just
fair. It's fair for you to feel like he's forgotten. That's fair.
it's we
I
don't talk
acknowledge
about
his
second
points.
place.
That's
I
facts.
think
Exactly. When
I
somebody gets
think
in BP,
knowing
we just talk
who
about the
watches
MVP.
Whole Cake doesn't remember Janae like being in Whole Cake though. Like I feel like they see the value in him being there when you watch the anime. I just
I hope they did.
it's we don't talk about second place at all. Fact. When somebody gets MVP, we just talk about the MVP.
Nigga, you making it seem like you on the live, Blue. Man, type that shit out. Stop playing. You
Fact,
scared.
yeah,
And coach, no,
get
coach, you're
yours.
right. I always say out the monster trio, they get they always start off with a good 10 points because you always know they're gonna do something that moves everything
I
along. So like I
understand that
get it.
already, bro.
When Brooke or like Robin do something, you're kind of like, oh, there you go. You're doing your shit
Fact, yeah,
behind the
I'm
background.
just,
Like
I'm just,
I get where
I'm
I get
not
where you're
trying to
trying.
harp. I'm just
But niggas
stating. I'm
like
bringing the
don't
real the
discredit it either.
circumvention to
That's
the
what
chat
niggas
so
trying
they
to say. It's
understand
like
how we
y'all just
just,
putting Brooke up there,
how the
I've been
and
trying to
conversation.
get him there forever. He not.
I
yeah,
understand.
He's slowly coming around. You understand, but you keep coming at me about points I've already submitted to and agreed with you on. But you keep harping on them,
I'm
which
just,
is
I'm not trying to harp.
real.
I'm just stating. I'm bringing the real the circumvention to the chat so they understand
uh,
how the conversations go.
Xavier. I don't really give him any points from takeaway because that was Sanji trying to protect the crew. You when we look at the Sanji versus Luffy fight, this is why when people are like Zoro would have cut Sanji down, like no, he wouldn't, because Luffy would be like, "Yo, this is a duel. Back out. This ain't got nothing to do with you." Sanji did that to protect the crew. He's not hitting Luffy because he wants to hit Luffy. Everyone knows that.
Zoro wouldn't listen. If Zoro would have been there, he wouldn't have been there. Who do you think Luffy leaves to fight Cracker while Luffy goes to look for
What do you
Sanji?
think Zoro would
Very
have did?
true.
Zoro. Right? It's like he
That's
wouldn't have been there. The interaction with Sanji and Zoro, Sanji and Luffy, Zoro basically comes back from fighting Cracker, finding Luffy unconscious because Sanji kicked him. Like that's how that would have went. He wouldn't have been there, and that's how plot works. He still wouldn't have been there.
Mm.
I'm sorry.
And
Like I don't
Does
think
rock with his
he
mans
ever.
also mean running the fade with Sanji, or he letting
He
Luffy
would
do that?
have did. He would have just. They would have been. It wouldn't have been
Okay,
nothing for him to
I'm
do
just
nothing.
asking
He
for
would have
your
made sure it
perspective.
was
For
Luffy all
sure.
right. Luffy would have told him what happened. Sanji would have been like,
Gotcha.
well, Zoro would have been like, let's leave Sanji, and then Zoro would have been. Luffy would have been like, hell no, we not leaving. And then Zoro would have stayed there and rocked with his mans. That's how that shit rocked.
Does rock with his mans also mean running the fade with Sanji,
He's
or he
not
letting Luffy?
running
No,
no
it's not
fade with
running fade
Sanji.
with
That's not
Shanji.
happening.
I'm just
That's not how that works.
Yeah, that's not happening.
It's
That is
not. It's not
not
mutiny.
happening.
It's not mutiny what Usopp did. He
I
knows
saw that. I saw that.
Sanji's loyalty to
What's
Luffy
good, chat?
is
We got
up
10 in
there
the
with
chat.
his.
Xavier
He's gonna
says,
know
man,
like he did it
Sanji
for
been
a
pissing
reason.
me off since
He's
Fish
not gonna
Man
be like,
Island.
yo,
That's pretty
what
fair.
fuck's on?
Obviously, Zoro wouldn't
That's
cut
not what
him
Zoro's gonna
down.
do. He understands
He might
Zoro is the other guy
show
across
something
from
though.
him. He's not gonna attack him down unless there's an absolute reason. There's no running
Saw
the
that.
fade.
Yeah,
I saw that.
they're not running no
What's
fade.
good, chat?
Full little block.
We got 10 in the chat. Xavier says, man, Sanji been pissing me off since
Counter.
Fishman Island. That's pretty fair. Obviously, Zoro wouldn't cut him down.
No. Don't get me wrong, right? If they were meeting
Oh,
in
yo.
the interaction, like Zoro was there, the most I got Zoro doing stopping Sanji from kicking his captain.
Yeah, cool little block.
Yeah, and then it's up to Sanji whether he wants to continue or
Counter.
not. It's in Sanji's court. It's in Sanji's ballpark to say, do I get back into the carriage or do I go?
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
And if he'd have got back into the carriage and Luffy would have tried to stop him, I could see Zoro trying to stop Luffy. Like he made his decision, let that man go, and then Zoro and Luffy now probably getting it. I can see that
Uh-huh.
happening. Because people talk about this moment, they don't take the temperament of the characters in consideration.
Exactly.
That's crazy. Y'all gotta
I think
remember.
the three. No,
No,
I'll
go
say
ahead.
I
Go
think the
ahead, though.
three. I think the three understand each other. Like people think they're dumb, but they understand each other a lot more than we give them credit for, because they're very emotionally mature. They understand situations. Like everyone's like Nami's so smart, but I'm like, but Nami's not emotionally mature the way they are. They understand situations better than she did. Zoro would have understood the situation. Luffy would have too, and Zoro would have too. I think Zoro would be upset, but I think once he saw Luffy's face or something like that, he'd be okay, it's not my thing. Let me back down.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm not mad at that.
Zoro and Luffy aren't No, I just said
I
they're
wonder from your
dumb
perspective.
people wise, but emotionally
Uh,
they're more mature than most people. They're the three most mature besides Jinbei. They're the most emotionally mature people on the
yeah,
court.
yeah. So
besides
Zod,
Jimmy and Robin.
you
Yes.
you just
Yeah,
got
yeah,
back
yeah.
on. Kelly brought up a great point earlier that
Yeah,
I
I
guess
agree
yeah. I
with
look
that.
it's
at
the
that.
first time I've
It's
just had like a conversation with somebody
wonder
about
from
it
your perspective.
No,
since
I get what you're trying to say, Pope.
Elbath has
I
started. Because I
agree with
honestly,
that.
I just went off the assumption just because of it.
Yeah.
Do you think
He
that
says
other
Um.
people are
Sanji,
able to
So
move?
Sanji would
Zod,
have just took
you
Zoro
just
and
got
Luffy
back
at the same
on.
time.
Yeah,
Kelly brought up a
but I
great point
mean,
earlier
Loki
that I
gonna be
guess
handled.
this the first time I've just had like a conversation with somebody
What
about
do
it.
you think? That's just for
Since
him.
Elbath has started, because I honestly I just went off the assumption just because of Lord. Do you think that other people are able to move? Um.
Ragnar.
Yeah.
I was just gonna ask you
Ragnar, Loki's
if
hammer.
like a piece of I don't know, like a chip of
No,
Or do you think
his hammer break off and Usopp
that's
able to
just for
like
him?
that's just for him.
put a stilt on
Yeah,
that bitch.
I don't think
You
Hibiki is
know,
picking it up. If he does, it's lit. I think Usopp's liable to pick that up before any of the other giant does.
I was just gonna ask you if like a piece of, I don't know, like a chip of his hammer break off and Usopp able to like
Yeah,
put a
bro, you gotta think
stilt.
about it. Usopp's already making funny puns and jokes talking about Excalibur. The only weapon that falls into the category of
That should be
Excalibur
so
is being
cool.
Mjolnir. You need to be the
Hmm.
chosen one to pick it up. Legit. So if Usopp's saying that, I just look at that as context clues. All right, bet he already talking about Excalibur and he's drunk. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? What he gonna do when he's sober? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just waiting for Oda to write pin it and write
That
it
should
like
be
you know
so
what I'm saying?
fucking cool. That
That
is
should
so
be so
fucking
cool.
cool.
Because if it is a
That would be
chosen
so
thing,
fucking
then it makes sense why he can lift it and not be a giant or have the giant strength to actually lift it.
Blue says
Like he lift
Usopp
up
and Sanji can lift the
the
hammer.
thousand ton hammer, and everybody's
I
like,
don't
"Yo,
agree with
how
the
does he
Sanji
do
thing.
that?"
Sanji don't even use his hands
Now
to
that would
fight.
be a real thing.
But
How is he lifting this
That'd
fucking
be a
hammer?
callback. That'd be the
That's
callbacks of
Like,
so
callbacks.
fucking cool.
that,
That would be so
that's a callback of callback,
and then Thriller Bark was going crazy.
Blue says
bruh.
Usopp and Sanji
yeah,
can lift the
how
hammer.
did he do that?
I don't agree
Mm,
with Sanji, bro.
I don't know
Sanji,
how you fit Sanji in this bitch, but he did it.
I don't. This is not a Sanji moment. That's moment.
This is typical blue at
Xavier
work here.
says Oda is
This
such
is
an
this
insane
is a
writer, man.
Usopp.
I be
He gets
thinking,
hit
how the
into
fuck he come
the
up with this
hammer
shit?
and he knocks it
Wow.
over somehow, and they're like, "Oh my God, he moved."
yeah,
This is
yeah.
Usopp moment.
How did he do that?
This is exactly, and you know Usopp. He gonna be like,
Yeah,
"I don't know how I
that's a
did it."
killer
Like,
right
but
there.
this is a typical Usopp moment.
Xavier says Oda is such an insane writer, man. I be thinking, how the fuck he coming up with this shit?
He's on
But
drugs. He's on the hallucinating himself.
Um, I would say a lot of studying of different religious cultures and mythologies,
yeah,
while also being a big fan of Western movies and
I,
literature.
I'm gonna say still he's on the hallucinating. I agree
He could
with.
do all of that and be on delusional.
I agree with you, Nika, but I think he's on the hallucin.
I'm just saying, you don't come up with a story that has Hindi mythology. Like it has all types of different. Like Hindi's just Indian stuff. Like he has different mythologies, all Greek mythology, all types of different
What's
mythologies.
good,
He's
chat? We
studying
got 10 in the
mythologies and
chat.
cultures,
Glad to have y'all here.
religious beliefs, like all of that. Like this is
So
from years of work.
so he's been taking drugs since season 8. Like you're proving my point. That motherfucker find some shit, bro. Because you don't. This motherfucker has thought about this end of One Piece literally 15 years ago.
what's good?
Yeah,
That
Chat,
is.
but
and
Xavier,
glad to have y'all here.
I just want to put you on. Oda tried multiple series to get serialized and got shut down and denied a bunch of times,
Hmm.
and then came up and then said, "I'm gonna put this all together and bring One Piece or Romance Dawn," and then they gave it the okay. But
Yep.
that was only after Monsters failed. Like
Hmm.
he had like three other stories that failed before. Like he got told no. It wasn't just I'm Oda the GOAT, Oda the God. No, son went through trial and tribulation before this shit came to be this longevity of a project that we keep saying that he's a crazy and madman for. He a
Very true.
madman, but to in his credit, like he deserves to be one. Son went through. It's like when people talk about not saying Oda is Kanye, but you could
That
actually
nigga was
give
playing beats
very
for
a lot
Pharrell.
of comparable things to Oda to Kanye. And I'm going to say, like, Kanye. You got to remember, if you know Kanye West he was making beats for Jay
That
Z.
nigga's first time
Son said,
playing
"Yo,
for
I played
Pharrell.
Jesus
Pharrell
Walk for Jay
said
Z." He
Kanye West is
still
my
wouldn't
favorite
sign me.
artist now.
He still wouldn't sign me. Think
The
about
That,
that.
first song he
that
Some
man,
he wasn't even supposed to
I
hear
mean,
that song.
Ye
Pharrell
played
about to leave the
Jesus Walk
studio.
for
He
this
said,
nigga, plus
wait.
all the other
Before you
beats
go,
that you
one
know I'm
second.
great at
Let me just
making,
play this one
and you
song.
still won't
He said, all
sign
right, man, for sure.
me.
It was Through the
That's
Wire.
crazy.
that nigga's first time playing for Pharrell. Pharrell said Kanye West is my favorite artist now.
Yep.
The
I'm
first
just
song he played.
saying.
He wasn't even supposed to hear that song. Pharrell was about to leave the studio. He said, wait. Before you go, 1 second. Let me just play this one song. He said, all right, man, for sure.
I was
Listen, I
fucking
read
Through
Monsters, and I
the
thought,
Wire.
why? I'm looking at this like, why we ain't serialized this shit? This should have been an ongoing series. We could have got the whole Ryuma backstory for real, but they never. They wasn't fucking with it. They wasn't fucking with the Ryuma main character, the spirit of Luffy, but he's really the swordsman for Zoro. They weren't fucking with it, man.
I was fucking with it.
I do want to say this. Luffy attempted to use that goddamn axe. God knows what he did
Do
with
you
that. I don't know
think?
what he was doing. He went at Stopper like he was about to use that
Yeah,
axe.
I was just
He
thinking
better
about that.
keep that same energy for
Do
Luffy, because
you?
I want to see what Luffy using the axe is like. God,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Hmm.
I actually do. Son went Gear 5 with the axe in his hand, like, let's get him, Zoro. Like, I want to see what it looked like when he really get active.
And I don't
Do you
want him to
think?
use it the way he used those
Do
swords on
you
Wano.
guys think
Actually
that
Yeah,
use it.
I was thinking about that.
by the end of
Do
the
you?
I
show,
actually want
like
him to
by
throw
the
it like
like
Bond
the
does,
final war, is Luffy
type
going
shit. Like, I
to
can see him throwing it and then
resemble the prophecy of
stretching and
Nika
grabbing
with
it back,
the
type
sword
shit.
and the shield, or do
Because he
they
doesn't
just
actually have
represent
swords and the ship's
Sanji
skills,
and
so I don't want
Zoro
him
as
to
the
actually
pirate
have
raiders?
skill on using the blade work.
Do you guys think
Okay.
that by the end of the show, like by the final war, is Luffy going to resemble the prophecy of Nika with the sword and the shield, or do they just represent Sanji and Zoro as the pirate wings?
Yeah, I think they represent Sanji and Zoro,
Yeah,
pirate.
yeah,
Mm,
that's what I was about to say. I don't
okay.
see Luffy holding no sword and shield.
I'm with
That
that.
motherfucker ain't got
I'm with that.
the attention span to hold no shit
I'm
like
with that.
that.
If he does,
But yeah, I mean that damn near
they're
pretty
gonna
much
have to
wraps up
make
the
it make sense,
chapter.
because he had a
Um,
thousand episodes to make to
are we on
foreshadow
break
this nigga might use some
or
weapons, and
no?
he ain't choose to do that. So I want
That's
to see
what I
what we
thought.
really doing with
I
that.
was mad about that. But yeah, I
Mm,
definitely liked what I got.
okay, with
As
that,
far as
with that,
how
with
long
that.
until y'all think Loki gets this shackle taken off?
But yeah, I mean that damn near pretty much wraps up the chapter. Um, are we on break
Mhm.
or no?
Mm-hmm. You're on break.
That's what I thought. Yeah, I was
Mm-hmm.
mad about that. But yeah, I definitely liked what I got. Um, as far as
So
how long until y'all think Loki gets the shackle taken off?
2 to
I
3
don't know.
chapters.
I
Two
don't.
to
Yeah,
three.
I don't know. I'll be real with you. I really don't know. Yeah, I really don't know. I want
For sure.
to say that the shackle is their saving grace right now, but why can't why? Yeah, see, Prison Stone has never been broken in the show, so I can't really say
thanks.
Loki's
With
about to
that,
break it. Because
Xavier
if he
say y'all
does
heard
break
about
it
the
and
animation
it was Sea
upgrade?
Prison Stone, I would guess that
Yes, sir, we
he would
did.
Rio or something. But I don't
Yeah,
know if he could. Maybe with the might of the
can't
hammer he
fucking
could
wait.
break it. But if that's the case, why he keep
Personally,
telling him to
I thought
hold
the
off?
animation we was getting on Egghead was perfectly
Yep.
fine. I thought that shit was heat. So if we getting upgraded from that,
Thanks.
I'm crazy
With that,
excited to see what they got to show
Xavier
us.
say y'all heard about the
Um,
animation upgrade?
I mean,
Yes, sir.
I
yeah,
ain't heard the fan letter.
that's what they took the 6 month break for. So yeah,
They better
Yeah,
come back fucking good, bro.
right.
can't wait. Um,
They do.
personally,
They do.
I thought the animation we was getting in Egghead was perfectly fine. I thought that shit was heat. So if we getting upgraded from that, I'm crazy excited to see what they about
Yeah,
to show.
man,
Um,
definitely. You saw the fan letter. That fan letter is that's the I keep saying is that fan letter is the very same animation they have in the opening of the Egghead
they
arc,
do.
and that is
They,
that Egghead opening is the S tier animation that we want. But they gave us that with the fan letter, and I'm thinking Ishitani, who directed the fan letter and the last two openings of One Piece, she also is going to be directing the
Yeah,
next
I'm excited.
movie, which I think is going to be with
I feel
that
like
same fan
the
letter
6 months
animation.
actually flew by.
And that fan letter animation is like
Um,
some real Disney mixed with Pixar type vibes. So I would want to see that
I'm
now
fine with
going
the
into
pacing.
Egghead.
Yeah, I'm fine with the
Finishing
pacing.
off Egghead, give us that bonkers animation I saw in Old
I feel like I never
because it
complained
looked
about the pacing.
crazy good.
I feel it.
Yeah, I'm excited. I feel like
Yeah,
the 6 months
yeah.
flew by.
I feel why other people
I
say it.
just hope they got better pacing.
Yeah,
The
I'm fine.
pacing wasn't bad though.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I was fine with the pacing in
for sure.
Egghead. It wasn't
For
bad at
sure.
all. It was a great pacing.
I feel like I never complained about the pacing. I feel it.
That's One Piece bias for us.
Yeah, yeah.
At this point, you can't
I
even make
feel
an
like
excuse for it.
You know, Oda be
You know what I'm
cooking.
talking about. We just biased.
You know he be cooking.
One Piece is just it. It's just it.
Hmm.
for sure.
Yes,
For
Zach.
sure.
One Piece is
So
it.
what's the
That's why you're
reason? What's
here
the
right
reason you
now
don't watch
because of
Solo
One Piece.
Leveling?
Remember that.
I didn't say anything wrong.
Yeah, but you
I
didn't.
just said it has
What does that
pacing.
mean?
Support. You didn't support how me and Coach support. You supposed to jump on the bandwagon like, yeah, One Piece is
Yeah,
lit,
you
bro. Pacing
know,
is
Oda
hard.
be cooking.
You ain't do that.
You know
You
he
ain't
be
do
cooking.
that, gang.
One Piece is one of the only animes
I
I
don't even know
watch.
what
I
that
don't watch
means. What's
Solo
a lot?
Leveling. I don't watch all this other shit y'all be
Zara,
talking about. I don't.
what's the reason you don't watch Solo Leveling?
It's too much. I can't do too much anime. It's just way too much, bro. Like,
That meme. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. I thought you
it's
were
just a
wrapping up.
lot. No, it's just a lot. I can't do it.
I was
I'm
gonna say that
just
meme
short.
that Coach posted today when it was like Solo like One Piece is coming like I guess it's getting arrested or something and then it's like Solo Leveling was just on the
Like
book
it's
or
the
on the
big
bench
dog for
reading the book and
sure.
it was looking like
Everybody
yo
know they
One Piece
place
got
now.
locked up again like it's back like I
It
own
ain't
the
just
yard
the
type
food.
shit but One
I
Piece
was
is
just
back nah
I
bro
don't
you gotta
understand any.
I thought he
God's
got
not
out
really
why he
like
come
giving
back
me
in
depth or
that shit was
elaborating
funny
at
as
all
hell
when he
that
says
shit
it's
was
too
funny as
much.
hell like I thought
Or
I had the
that's
yard now
too
I
much
own the
anime.
yard One Piece is back
I don't have the time
that's the
for it.
big dog bro I got
It
chill
comes out once a
Um,
week.
everybody know they place now.
You know what I'm saying?
It comes
I
out
was just,
once a week.
I don't understand any. Zai's not really like giving me depth or elaborating at all when he says it's too much, or
Like I just
that's
don't have the time for it. Like I'm not like if I have to watch it and like I gotta
comes out once a
sit back and like get into it, I'm
I think you would
already
enjoy
upset,
Solo
bro.
Leveling.
Like
comes out once.
my boy got me to Jujutsu Kaisen, and even then I was like, this is fucking school Naruto. This is
Oh,
Naruto just darker, and I immediately
they
got
got an
upset about
opening for
watching
sure.
that shit.
I'll say this: Soul Leveling does have a start to their anime that is not typical. So
I
maybe
enjoy
I can say that the first two episodes
We
of
have to build up
Soul
each
Leveling, when
character.
they're
I
in
have to
that
train.
dungeon, when they're in that
'Cause-
dungeon
And I
shit,
like that.
and
I don't want
that is
P too early. I want to see the grinding.
actually I love
He was
that
grinding. He
kept
was
me
solo
here for the whole
leveling.
season one because somebody said season one wasn't really hitting like that, and I can understand why they say that
Exactly.
because he wasn't doing all this crazy shit. We had to wait. He did.
Zara,
got to
come on,
build up.
You
bro.
had the
It's
it's the
an episode a
intro,
week.
and then we got
You
Eagles
bugging
at
right
the
now.
end, which was like, all
I
right,
like
cool. But
that.
that me
I
too.
want
That's
him
season
OP
one.
too early. I want to
Yeah,
see the
you don't want
grind.
them
If it's
exactly.
that, then say
And it was
don't
only
lie
and
to
it
me
was
and tell me ahead
okay.
of the time.
Exactly, and it's okay because the season is only 12 episodes, so we're not spending
Exactly.
too long on the build up.
Exactly.
I mean,
Zara,
he
come
beat
on,
Igris. That
bro.
was beating
It's
Igris.
an episode a week. You
No, I
bugging?
think
Yeah.
Zaj's just not
Yeah.
watching it because it's the it thing right now, and he's not the bandwagon guy
If
to.
if it's
Everybody's
that,
watching, so
say
I'm
that.
watching it.
Don't lie
I
to me
think
and
it's
tell me
that.
you don't.
I think
It's
when it all
12
calms
episodes
down and
a
Zaj get a
season.
chance, he's sipping on his drink and nobody talking One Piece. Man, let me turn this bullshit on. See what they was talking about. Then he get on live.
So
Yo, I ain't gonna
you've
lie,
never
this
seen
what we
any
did. I ain't gonna
of Demon
hold you.
Yeah,
Slayer like at all?
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
I
It's all
might, but
good.
I
Not
still
even
haven't
episode
watched
one.
Black Clover. I still haven't watched Demon Slayer. I've never
But those
watched
are
them. Like,
longer
Yeah.
anime compared to Solo. Solo's
12
only 12 plus
episodes a
12,
season.
24 with a bonus. You got 25 episodes in all for the anime at Solo level.
I get it.
So what
That's
So
shows do
short
you
you've
though.
watch
never seen
besides One
any
Piece?
of Demon Slayer like at all? Not even
His
episode
crying
one.
is from pain,
He's seen
from the
clips
depths of
probably,
his
but
I've
heart.
seen
Yeah.
clips,
yeah,
and
but
then
he ain't watch it.
I saw him start crying. I was like, I'm not doing
After
this.
we handle
I'm
shit.
not doing another main character that starts crying from the
So
fucking first
what
start.
what shows do you
His
watch besides
crying
One
is more
Piece?
mature, so I
His
a
crying is
little
from
Yeah.
pain and the
yeah, a
depths
little
of
off
That.
my boy,
his heart.
Tanjiro. He doesn't
Um,
cry in the middle of the arc.
Zach,
He's the
what
type to
shows do
cry
you watch outside
after
of One
we
Piece?
all
After
survived and
we
no one's
handled it.
dead. But I do have a fucking claw stuck in my throat coming out of my
Say
fucking
Daimo?
tonsils. I'll cry then. You know, I'll cry then. I said, just let you know how real it is. Tanjiro, I
Yeah,
keep telling y'all, Tanjiro is
you like
Midoriya's
that.
big brother for real, bro.
Um, Zara, what shows do you watch outside of One Piece?
I watched Diamond. That was about it. That was about
Say
it. I
Daima?
watched Diamond. Yeah, I watched Diamond. That was about it. I have a Crunchyroll free access pass. I could probably bet you I watched two of the same, and I'm not watching other anime, bro. It's
You
just
don't
not
like
my
soccer,
thing.
do
Yeah,
you?
Xavier. I did like Daimo.
What?
Do you like soccer?
Soccer? Yeah,
Um,
I like
You,
no,
soccer.
Squid Games is
I'll
hard.
watch it.
I
Shit, I
have
don't
you ever
like
seen
things
Squid
that
Game?
pass me up in Squid
No.
in Blue
Okay.
Lock.
Damn, I thought I
Blue
would
Lock
have
is
you
hard as
sold
fuck.
there. But watch Blue Lock.
Yeah,
I promise you, it's just Squid
you
Game
seen
mixed
season
with
2, Blue
soccer,
Lock. I haven't
mixed
even
with
seen
like
that yet.
soccer, bro. Just
Yeah,
watch that shit.
Xavier.
It's
Okay.
I
fire.
did like Daima.
I ain't gonna lie to that. Like, yeah, Dymo's cool, but yes, bro. I ain't gonna
No,
lie to you.
Squid Games is hard.
Blue
Shit, I
Lock
like
is like that.
pass me up in Squid in Blue Lock.
Yeah,
Blue
too
Lock.
many people talking about
You talking about me?
Squid Games. Yeah, no.
Yeah, you seen season 2 of Blue Lock? I haven't even seen that yet.
Yeah, bro. But I actually played like watch this. I coach basketball, but I'd be way more effective as a soccer coach. You know what I'm saying? Because I actually played and got accolades in
Hmm.
soccer. I was on my basketball team, but I wasn't no star player. I was just like I was cool. You feel me?
Yeah.
But like I might start occasionally type of shit. But I wasn't like basketball ain't my main bread and butter, as y'all can tell, because I don't even watch basketball. To be fair, I don't watch much sports, but soccer, that's legit my thing. Like Blue Rock is like that.
Wow.
So, and I was Isagi, Luigi Isagi, the main character. I was him, and
Yeah, man. I honestly, I didn't think you was gonna
you know what
pass
I
me
mean.
up.
So that
I
first
thought I would
episode
have caught up
hit me
before.
hard. Like I was like, oh
I
man.
have
When
been.
Yoichi
You
Izzy
right.
is listening
I
to
have
Ego
been.
talk, he's the
That's
first
on
nigga
me.
out of those 300 kids to start running towards the Blue Rock entrance. I'm him, bro. I wasn't an egoist. I passed the ball. What the fuck was I thinking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I honestly, I didn't think you was gonna pass me up. And be like, I thought
Cause
I
you
would
be
have caught up.
lacking. You be lacking, bro. I
I
ain't gonna
have.
lie to you.
Well, I tried Forest. I tried it with the girl falling out of her clothes and all that. I was just like,
Do
it's a
you?
little too much for me. Like, it's a cool. It's a
I was
concept.
gonna ask. Do you?
I like the show.
Have you seen
It
Thousand
just was just
Blood
like
War? Do you watch
I
any of that?
like the
Yeah.
the firefighters stopping fires. It just went off the rails for me. I was like, yeah, this is not a show that's gonna make me.
You right.
That one louder.
I was gonna ask, do you have you seen the Thousand Year Blood War? Any of that?
Bleach.
Yeah.
It's always too much.
Once I stopped reading, I've never picked it up again. I watched it on Toonami a little bit. I watched it to where I was at, and I was just like, "Oh no, this is bullshit, bro." Like, and I liked Ichigo. I really liked Ichigo, but it was a little too much. Like,
I
I was about to say, besides the fan service and Fire Force, there's actually nothing wrong with Fire Force, but I give it to you. Nobody want to see the little girl. I'll give you that. But there's nothing wrong with Fire Force.
I really think you would like some
But
of
I'm
it.
biased completely with Fire Force.
I feel like it's easy.
Yeah, you know. I got the
likable.
whole brother being the evil
I
dude
can't think of the right word.
and all that.
But
I
it's
was
just
just
one
like,
of
cool.
those. Just like
I watch. Like people like,
I said
yo,
just for you.
you should watch. I'm like, bro, I ain't watching that shit, bro. Like, if I want,
I really think that's Solo Leveling. I feel like
I do that.
it's
No, I for
easily
sure do that. You say I do it on Saturday.
sorry, I can't think of the right.
I damn near wish I came with this last episode.
Watch Solo Leveling just so I can shit out.
I'm with all of that. I'm with that. Yeah.
You gotta watch it when you come on board and watch it with me, my guy. Because you'll see it's a whole different. When you watch it, I promise you.
No, I for sure do that. You say I do it on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
Saturday, I got you. In fact, no. In fact, season finale.
I mean, like I said, this is the first time I ever just heard you talk about the things you don't like about it. Every other week we talk about it. I feel like you're only giving me your pros on it. I don't think
I say this the most days we watch it, bro, we going on.
For sure.
You were to me how much I like Solo Leveling.
This is the first time I ever just heard you talk about the things you don't like about it. Every other week we talk about it. I feel like you've only given me your pros on it.
No.
I don't think I ever just heard.
There's nothing that I don't like about it. I like that they don't give the characterization to the characters. Shit. I like it. I'm just letting you know.
For sure.
When people say that this is yeah, when people say, "Oh,
I feel the same way, and
the show might be
I
better
feel
than this," there is a reason that they're saying.
I haven't
I
even seen the
I
full
enjoy
2
it sort of
seasons. So
I got it for me. All the better show than Solo Leveling, except for when it comes down to the main factor. I just enjoy Solo Leveling.
I feel like
It's fair.
season
It's
2
fair.
of Free Reign, as far as her character,
Same way,
as
like
far as
I
right
seen all
now
the
in
free
my
run.
mind, isn't going to be that different from how it is in season 1.
It's the full 2
Like
seasons.
as far as like development or
More
like what
to see her
she'll,
and I'm sticks to it. So
I don't know.
yeah,
I feel like she's already the person she was gonna be,
I feel like
but
season 2 of Free Reign, as far like now in my mind, isn't gonna be that different from how it is in season 1. Like as far as like
yeah.
development or like what she'll, I don't know. I feel like it's in season 1, but
I mean, there's not much more to learn about it. Like watch the next season, you need to spend more time getting it done and giving character moments for all the we met like getting everybody to go travel last.
I ain't gonna lie though,
We don't
you
go
breaking
over
my heart with this Bleach news.
me personally, I
That's
don't
kind
want
of.
to go over.
Would you do me the favor of watching the 1,000-Year Blood
Besides
War
that, I don't want
anime?
to.
Since you
I
already
don't want
read
to
it, don't you want to see what they produce with the knowledge you read? Because after we finish this, what we doing some shit after this too. So you want to like follow up with the progression of the story?
you breaking my heart with this Bleach news. That's kind of.
Bro,
Would you do me the favor of watching the 1,000-Year Blood War anime? Since you already read it,
yeah.
don't you want to see what they produce with the knowledge? After we finish this, do some nice shit. We doing some shit too. So you want to follow up with the progression of the story?
I could probably do that because Bleach was one of the first anime I got into when I was picking up the Shonen Jump.
There you
But
go.
yo, Ichigo got it. Ichigo, I don't know what he got to do. I don't know if he got to take a Vicodin. I don't know if he got to do something, bro. Bro, man, is one of the lamest people. Like I get it. No. When I mean lame, just like think about who I'm comparing him to. I'm
That's true
comparing
too.
him to Luffy and Naruto,
But he
and it's
also
just
got a lot
like
of
just
shit
always
going
being
on.
stuck.
Why can't he be reserved?
It's
Why can't he
cool,
be to
but if that's
himself?
your whole personality, bro, you gotta change up your personality.
I'm going to.
And I got friends.
That's not.
Why you
That's not his
see
whole personality.
depicting him this way? This is
Ichigo
my
had plenty.
point. Like he's lame.
With his sisters,
That's true too.
Rukia, with baby twin jump kicking.
What's wrong with being so?
Yeah, he had
like a positive attachment to an MC.
Character moments them niggas get. They're just not emphasized. Where it's like
friends.
the end of all and all be all.
Why you depicting him this way?
I grew up without my mom.
He's lame.
Been through shit.
That was crazy.
Luffy doesn't care about his mom.
What's wrong with being stoic?
Super
Wait, since when was stoic not like
You can't be
that's
the
not
main
doing.
the main character and like your personality still is the one I want to do this.
Ichigo not.
Alright, bro, I'm can't anymore. I get what you gotta say.
Thank you.
Luffy grew out his.
Did you like Yusuke Urameshi?
I love Yusuke. Man was ready to throw hands all the time, bro. Like
Ichigo is just the Yusuke with a sword.
They run in the streets as kids.
What do you mean?
That's a personality, bro. Yusuke had some major
Ichigo
personality.
has major personality. I think you just started watching it too.
Bro, I haven't seen it.
They like 7 ambulance. They counted them out, talking to him. Come on, bro. He on the same time.
They run in the streets as kids.
Ichigo's personality.
Like the second, third episode, that they called the hospital and said, "Hey, I'm gonna need like 7, 8 hospitals, 7, 8 ambulances," and counted out. Talking to him, come on, bro. He on the same time as you remember.
Maybe I need to rewatch it again. Maybe to like a minute. It's been a minute, but like I'm trying to say, like there's nothing that's pulled me. Like yo. I'm just like, nah, bro. You be like that main character where you're cool, but you don't do anything. That's like that. Like that's.
That is right. That is right. Like I said, they don't emphasize on the shit he has to do for his friends. They kind of he's like when it comes to the emotional conflict. His peoples go through it, and he plays emotional support, which I don't like. The only time where it was like about Ichigo is when it's like context about like his mom. You know what I'm saying?
Or like when
Mom's
I found
involved,
out his
that's when
dad was like in the soul world. Like I
And
was
the
like, okay,
talk
that's
is
cool.
the
But
talk
they
is
didn't
fucking
go off of that. And
phenomenal.
then
You
it's
read the
like he just
manga?
went to being the same person
Do
again.
you
Like,
remember the
bro,
no,
talk?
they do
changed
go
a
over that.
little
This is
bit.
what Coach is telling you. Watch Thousand Year Blood War because his father told him
He
in
said he
that
read
moment
it
when he
though. So if
found
you
out.
read
We'll
the
have
manga,
that
I'm
talk later.
assuming you
And
know
Thousand Year Blood War
some
is
of
like
what's
his
going
next
on.
topic. That's all. Yeah, and so it's just they bring it back later. That's
Do you remember the talk?
No,
So I
that's the
so
think
you
you
didn't
would
problem.
read,
really enjoy.
didn't watch Thousand Year Blood War. So
So if you read the manga, I'm assuming you know some of what's going on.
he read it so many years ago though.
I read it mad years ago,
So
That's what I'm
bro.
trying to
Like
tell you.
I
Coach A made
think
us
the new
try to get him
immersive
to
experience
start
I'm
counting
picking.
verse
with
I
by
watching
verse.
this
remember. I
new
remember
Bleach
parts, but
animation
I'm just remembering
and the
Ichigo never.
directing that
You know what
they
Ichigo's
gave to
problem?
the
He never
Thousand
jumped
Year
off
Blood
the
War,
pages to me. Like
you
he
will look at
never
that
jumped off the pages
and
to me,
then
and I
look
feel
at
like
the field of anime,
as a main
and then you will
character,
see the
that's a
difference.
bad thing.
That
And
nigga ain't jump off
you
the
might
porch.
hit
No,
some nostalgic
I
bell in
think
your mind to say,
the
let
new
me finish
immersive
watching this to see how this
experience
goes.
with
Since I
watching
read
this
some of
new
the
Bleach
manga back in the day,
animation,
let me see what it
the
takes on. Because
directing that they're
personally,
doing for the
as
Thousand Year
a man
Blood
who
War,
hasn't read the
you
manga,
will look
I'm
at that
listening
and
to
then
other
look at the
manga readers.
feel of
I
anime,
feel like
and then
they're
you will see what's
enjoying the
different.
anime more than the manga. Because
And
I've always
you
heard
might
like
hit some nostalgic bell in your mind
in
to say,
expressions about
let me
the manga, like,
watching
yeah, I
this to
like
see how
Bleach,
this
but I
goes.
feel like the
Since
manga
I
could have
read
been
some of the
better for
manga
the
back in
Thousand
the
Year
day, let
Blood
me
War.
say it.
And I'm like, damn, for real? Because
Because
Black Clover was
personally,
so heat, I
as
couldn't
a
imagine
man
it
who
being bad.
hasn't read the manga, I'm
So I
listening
feel
to
like
the
the
manga readers.
anime
I feel like
interpretation like
they're
really
enjoying the
piqued my
anime
interest more.
more because I've always
All
heard
the
like
things that happened in original Bleach getting wrapped up now, because these
expressions about
conversations
the
that's
manga. Like,
happening
yeah, I
are
like
like
Bleach,
older
but I
level
feel like the
full
manga could have
circle
been better than Thousand Year Blood
conversations
War.
that's going
And
on.
I'm like, yeah, for real,
So
watching
I
it, it's
really
so
think
heat. I
you
can
should check that out.
imagine it being
It's
bad.
it's,
I
it's
feel
peak
like
anime. It's peak fiction that I'm
the
watching.
anime interpretation might
That
really
and
pique your
Solo
interest.
Leveling, bro.
All
It's
the
one
things
for
that happened in original Bleach getting
that's my one
wrapped up
favorite I can
now.
ask you.
These conversations that's happening
It's
or
12
like older
episodes
level
a
full
season.
conversations that's going on. So I really think you should check that out. It's just peak anime, peak fiction. I don't watch it. That and Solo Leveling. Just once a week. One favor I
I
can
don't know
ask
if I'm
you.
gonna watch Solo
I
Leveling, bro.
would
I'll be
feel
real with you.
It's
disrespected
just
Nah, I don't
12
know if I'm
episodes
off of
gonna
the
a
watch it.
fact
season.
that you've caught up
I don't know if
in
I'm gonna watch it.
JJK.
That's 12.
You've seen 2 seasons
12
of
was
that,
too
so
long.
there's no reason you
I'm
can't
not.
watch
I'm
at
not
least
gonna
one
lie.
season of Solo.
I'm just a very like when it comes to anime. I'm a 2 to 3 anime person. If it's up to, I'm not watching it. It's not. It's not happening
I
to
would
me.
feel disrespected off of the fact that you
I'm trying to put my friend on
caught
anime.
up in JJK
How
in 2 seasons.
serious?
So there's no
Yeah, but
reason to
I had
watch
to
at least one
watch it
season of
because
Solo.
people were watching it, and even that, I've never.
Yo, you don't
I've
owe me. You don't owe Coach a damn.
have
You
not
don't want to
finished.
watch it. You don't
I
got to watch it. Stop
I
trying to
haven't.
peer
But
pressure
the
him.
I
show,
have
like
not finished
the people
JJK,
I'm
bro.
naming right now, aren't
I have
necessarily
not finished My
cool.
Hero
Like there are multiple
Academia
reasons why I
because
understand why you
the
don't like Deku.
Centaurs
Deku's not
and
a
other
cool
shit.
character until he
I
develops
did not
far
like. I
later
didn't
into the
like
show, and then he still
Perdidas.
has his
I didn't
things
like
that are
All Might.
a
So like
nitpicky
that
here and
right there
there.
was kind of killing
Exactly.
my buzz for that
But
show.
Sung Woo
shows
is a
like this,
much more
the people in
enjoyable
that
character to just be
like
a fan of. Like
aren't
he's like
necessarily
Harry Potter.
cool.
Like
There
the
are
character,
multiple
the
reasons
writer
why.
just like writes him in
Like,
situations to do live
Deku's
shit
not a
and be
cool
live.
character
Like Harry Potter
until he
really
develops
a regular
far
dude.
and he still has his
But
things
the
out of him.
things he does, it's like,
No,
damn,
he's still
Harry, you
not.
really
He
He's
that
never
gets
cool to
nigga.
me.
annoying. Exactly. Shang Wu is a much more
That nigga,
enjoyable
that nigga's pretty
character
cool.
to just be a fan of. Like, so he's like Harry Potter. Like the character, the writer just like writing situations to do live shit and be
And
live.
I think that's
Like Harry Potter really a
hilarious. I
regular
love
dude.
that.
But the things he does, it's like, damn, Harry, you really
I'm
that
not basing it off
nigga.
of his looks though. I'm basing it off of his moments.
I
That nigga's pretty cool.
I'm not going off the looks.
okay, I wasn't gonna watch it anyway. You can
Harry Potter
decide
doesn't
whether
have.
you
Yo,
want.
season one.
No, the writing
doesn't.
behind him leveling up has to do with what he looks like
Harry
in
Potter
real
always
life.
was like Harry Potter.
That's not.
I love that.
I love it too. I'm just saying, you can't compare anything to him unless they're.
I'm basing
You
it off
could
his
you
moments.
yeah, but his moment is feeding into why he looked the way he do right now. So
Harry Potter leveled up
If
as he
Harry
hit
got to
puberty.
look as good as the
So like
situation,
he had his somewhat.
if Harry got to look good with every time he was in a movie and took care of some bad shit, he could look better, get more
But at
drip.
that point,
Harry
he was
Potter,
him. So it's like that was the him look.
It'd
If
be
it ain't
Harry
broke, don't fix it.
Styling. That would have been the movie.
Harry Potter leveled up as puberty. So like
He
he
that dog.
had his somewhat.
He always looked the same kid with black hair, glasses,
But at that point, he was him. So it's like that was the him look.
Yeah, but Jim Woo went from Jim Woo went from the hoodie to the cardigan. Like some took on the S class nigga in the cardigan, bro. What are we talking about, man? I said, yo, Jim Woo. I watched it with my boy. Said, pause it. I said, pause it. I said, yo, watch this nigga get mad that Jim Woo is my
Bro, yeah.
smiling like, oh shit.
I always just
Look, we watch the
enjoy
movie. I'm gonna say pause it just so I can say
like,
I think it's gonna happen.
nigga, that was like another Bleach to me. Like,
bro, my wife.
I knew that.
I had to go outside.
We have a request.
Jin Woo.
What's the name of like to spar with you? You want to run the runs?
Oh, yelling out loud. Neighbors ignore me. Like I'm going.
All right, bet. Tell him I spar with him, but on one condition. He can't hold back at all.
Another Bleach to me. Like I knew that.
Like this nigga's talking.
We have a request. What's his name? Like, you want to run the one runs? He said, "Oh, word, him." All right, but tell him I sparred him, but on one condition: he can't hold back at all.
Bro,
Yeah,
like I
couldn't have ended it.
The orange lightning blade Kakashi shit. When Jin Woo held him here, he said, "Wait, you mocking? Because you could have ended it by grabbing my." He said, "No, you're confusing me. Understand?" We both.
That was the whole ass. That nigga was stretching. He said, "All right." So how you want to do?
What you talking about? Why stop you? Yo, that's exactly what I think. You know what's crazy? The biggest orphan moment for me in that was when we was watching. I was like, "Yo."
That's what I'm saying, bro. I think you would do. I think
talking.
It's cool moments.
As soon as the fight starts, Jim starts talking. The nigga
it's a very likable.
I said, "Yeah."
Have you ever seen Bungo Stray
Do
Dogs?
everything I want. Do everything I want.
I like the show. I like the writing behind the show. I love all of the characters except the MC. MC
That's what I'm saying.
I
think
like
he would get. I think
he has no skill.
It's cool moments.
He doesn't have
like,
a dominant.
Yeah, it's all thrown in there too.
I don't even like his power.
But it's a very likable character. Like, have you ever seen Bungo Stray Dogs?
No.
I like I like the writing behind. I love all of the characters except the MC. MC is a very likable character.
Well,
he has no drip. He doesn't have a dominant voice.
But the MC is
they make all of their males
from the character design.
That's why I don't fully fuck. They all have these weird little, you know what I mean? Weird Drake moments. They have these weird little Drake moments.
He knew that. And his drip is terrible. Oh my god, that's probably my least favorite thing about him.
The MC is just kind of mid, like,
but it's his personality. He's like a worse version. He's like a
He's here.
But with type of
yeah, bro. Shin Woo is like that. When I watch that, I see Bleach like they're on the same like type of time.
He cries and everything too.
We're gonna talk shit too.
Say that, but he's just not. Like, I don't picture me locking.
Y'all boys got any?
You know what? He's here.
Last comments?
Yeah, bro. Shin Woo is like that. When I watch that, I see
Goofy says, "Damn, I gotta catch up." Hey man, this goes to anybody. This goes to Zah. Anybody watching? I'm trying to put niggas on. Some of the 11 minutes like that. I want everybody to watch.
We need to. We should put.
Appreciate the fandom. Watch that and watch One Piece. Appreciate y'all for joining us. Reach the consistent 10 views in the chat for a long time. Glad to have y'all watching us. Definitely appreciate y'all. Got some more
I'm trying to niggas
about Black folk next week.
I want everybody to watch it. Appreciate the fandom. Watch that.
Give you all the sponsors on that.
Appreciate you. for joining us.
I did
Reached
I
a
did not. I
consistent
did not.
10 views
Yeah.
in the chat for a long time. Out there watching us that long. Definitely appreciate y'all. Got some more comments about Black Clover next week, Friday. The movie. Do you mind
Oh, that's about to come
sponsors
out,
on
huh?
that?
Oh wow. Oh, you didn't watch the Morphin that? Yeah, that'll be talk about
I did not. I did not.
speaking
But yeah.
about Black, anime that the manga that I read a while ago along with Tokyo Shinobi Squad, probably one of the first manga I read. It's called Black Torch. It's actually really
Oh, that's
fire.
about to
Um
come out, huh?
and they just
Okay.
they got that picked up for anime adaptation. So Tokyo
Hey,
Shinobi Squad could probably get one because Black Torch
wait.
is a
I've been
very short
seeing. I seen
manga.
the like trailer
This
or
is about to be
preview,
like a
so
one and done
I'm
scene
excited
type
for
shit.
it. I'm
Whatever you
looking
see,
forward to it for
they're not going
sure.
to emphasize
Y'all
on.
definitely tap into that too. Stay tuned with us
Which I
on
don't know
Friday.
about.
Till next
But
time. Peace.
this gives me
We
a
just
big hope
been
for Tokyo Shinobi Squad
Dang,
because this is like a Naruto kaiju type vibe.
good. I've
Yeah.
been seeing. I've seen the like trailer or preview, so I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it for sure. Y'all definitely tap into that too. Stay tuned with us on Friday. Till next time. Peace. We just been.